fast. And I
More
want to be
rubbish
off of
from
here by
Megan
9
Lynch.
o'clock. 9, right? So you're going to school, money school. So you're going to have to
You're going
pay
to money school,
attention.
everybody. You're
And
going
then
to
I'm
learn how
going
to
to
become
take
a
this
scammer
video and I'm going to edit
with a
it for
scammer.
you. And then I'm going to take the content of the video and re-record into short snippets. Okay. So don't overly write that you're not paying attention, because I'm going to re-record this in chunks and give it to you. Okay. So, but I feel like I got to get all this out right now, because tonight I'm actually going to go to an undisclosed location. I'm going to drive 5.5 hours.
She's
So I know I'm going to
arrested
be
by the
talking to some of
IRD.
you on
No,
three-ways,
with
but I told my
the
family, like I did last time, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave, and I'm going to be in an
There we go.
Airbnb all by myself.
Oh, welcome along,
so
everyone.
that
I'm
I
Danny
can
Hig,
just
aka the
work.
Crypto Ponzi
They
Scheme
will thank
Avenger,
me
and
later.
this is a
Okay.
twin. One
My
of the
daughter
terrible
last time, she
double
moved in with my
twins.
mom.
Regan
Reagan's
is her
daughter
sister,
moved in with
and she's a
my mom when
scammer,
we
and she's
were
trying to
on our
convince
grind.
people
And it was
to
COVID, so they
invest
loved it because they were all
$25 so she
together.
can make
But I have to work
$442
in
a
a
month.
certain kind of environment,
Sorry,
and I need to be able to work
442,000 a month
23 hours out
and
of the
$5
day
million
if I
a
want,
year.
without having to like stop. And most of you guys know I put everything in storage. I packed up my 3-story condo, put everything in storage, and I moved to Ohio so I could be closer to my daughter, who wanted to finish school here with her friends her last year, so she can play volleyball. She did amazing. And I was going back and forth, and it was ridiculous, 2 hours. So I'm like, listen, I'm gonna put everything in storage. I'm gonna move here. And I was closer to Reagan. So I lived with Reagan for a little bit, and we just
that
went
means she's
into
a couch
co-creating.
surfer.
We just started
No
like,
life.
you know, we have too much knowledge. We have too
Too
much
much
power.
knowledge.
We have
Too much
power
scamming
together
knowledge, and
for
I've
us
ran
to
out of money.
not be doing something. So we just started
I
doing
haven't
stuff,
bought myself
right?
a V
And then
YV yet.
so I'm here.
She's here,
but I'm
everybody.
not in my happy place because I'm in the kitchen and people are cooking and shutting doors and doing all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And
I'm
I
just
need
gonna
to
flip
be in a
between
different environment.
screens
So
here.
I know the snow is coming, so I'm going to beat the
I
snow.
know the snow is
I'm
coming.
going to drive 5.5 hours. I'm going to stay in an Airbnb as long as it takes for me to help you guys get to legend. Okay.
Legend.
Get the ball rolling. We have about 37 days. Obviously, I'm not going to stay there for 37 days, but I need a good solid week at least to be by myself. Okay. So I can do 3-ways. I can do launch calls. I can do team meetings, and I can work nonstop. And nobody tells me to go to sleep, eat food, right? I'm fine. I'm doing good.
Well, while she's going
so I'm going to go ahead and get
create
rolling.
a lovely
we have a very important special guest,
live.
and then I'm going to get right into training. So I'm
going to get right into training.
So I want to introduce you guys to someone who is one of the most amazing people I have met. Do you think that if she's done this before, she could just get the same people again? She is a powerhouse in her own right. She is super knowledgeable about everything. Or did she burn through the last people she scammed, and she's got a new group of people to scam? She's always around older people, and they're always talking, and she's
wave
listening,
your hands around, because that's what we've got
soaking it all
at
in.
Scam School.
You know, I read in the Bible, it says,
she read in the Bible. Well, I want to connect with you now that you're talking about God.
Out of the mouth, I'm paraphrasing, right? Out of the mouth, help me out,
She's paraphrasing because she
pastors.
doesn't really know
Out of
the
the mouth
Bible.
of babes,
She's just
the
using
truth
that
speaks,
to
which
fool
means little
people into a
kids, they
false
really
sense
don't
of
know how to
security.
lie. Like,
She's
don't
called
ask them
Lucifer's
questions
helper,
if you
Satan's helper.
So I want to introduce you guys to my niece, Reagan's daughter, Jalen. Are you
Oh my
out there?
God, bring the kids in. How disgusting.
Are you recording, Megan? I believe I am.
I forgot to. Hold on.
Yes, I am.
Recording. Well, let's see what we can do here. So everyone's wearing fake avatars so they can hide themselves.
I am recording.
I'm going to go multi-view.
Make sure. Yeah.
So recording to my computer just in case.
And I've already grabbed everyone's usernames and names from yesterday.
I don't know how we.
Oh my God, she's going to bring a child in. Oh my God, how disgusting!
Right? I'm going to add the spotlight.
I'm going to
How are you, Jalen? How you doing?
Good.
You're doing good. Okay, so I want to introduce you to everybody. This is the Vibe Tribe. So say hello to everybody.
Hi.
All right. So listen, I know that you have been around like a whole bunch of older people, all of your siblings. So
oh my God, how low can you go?
Your brothers
bringing kids into this scam.
My brother is Josiah and my sister is
Oh my
Sinai.
God, that's disgusting.
You forgot a brother.
What a disgusting individual. And guess what the thumbnail is going to be, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm going to be really upset with you.
Dorian.
Dorian, because Dorian's out of the house and he's like 28. So I know you don't see him as much,
right.
but I wanted to introduce you to the folks because you and I were having a conversation. You were having a conversation actually with Tony, and I was so blown away by your answers. And so is it okay if I just ask you a few questions before we get into our training?
Scamming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so
the poor little girl.
First question is like, tell me what your first and last name is and how old you are.
So my name is Jolyn and my last name.
Can you get any worse than this? Bringing your kids in.
Elise Lynch.
I mean,
Okay.
use your
And how old are
religion.
you?
Use your
You're 6 years old. Okay.
education
So,
background as a
and
scammer,
what grade
but
are you
don't
in?
use your kids. It's just amazing. I can't believe this.
Don't look at me. But she's having a little bit of stage fright, which never happens, by the way. Yeah. What grade are you in?
Bullshit.
I thought you were in first grade, right?
Yeah, first grade.
Okay. So you're at a new school. You love your new school and everything. Let's get right to it. So
So
obviously,
mum's
who's your
about to
mama?
scam, and mum's using her sister's child to scam with. I mean, what the
So
fuck?
Reagan's your mom. So what do you like to do though? Like, what are your hobbies that you like to do?
I like to do gymnastics. And
Can
I
you
like
believe
to
this?
dance.
This is the first I've ever seen a kid
Okay. And
on a
you've been
meeting
really
like
good
this.
at it. I mean, you work really hard and you're constantly practicing. Who's your favorite musician? Who's the musician that you listen to? The person who sings all the time. You're always in there watching his videos and studying him.
Oh, Michael Jackson, probably.
I forgot.
Who you don't remember watching Michael Jackson all the time?
Told you.
Why do you like Jackson?
Can we call Megan? What a good idea.
I've been
Thank you very much.
watching
Thank you for
Michael
remembering that.
Jackson.
Yeah.
And dancing his videos because
Okay, here we go. We're
he
ringing her
has
up at the moment.
videos to
Let's see if the
help
phone
people learn how he's doing those dances.
Right, we're ringing her up.
Right. So I know I see you doing those dances
Phone's
all the
ringing.
time.
She's looking
so
at
real
it.
quick, so because I just have a few questions for you before we get started. So you like to do gymnastics. So
She's
what do you
trying
know
to
about
concentrate while her
Vibe, though?
phone's
What do
ringing.
you know about this company that we're launching?
Oh my God, really?
I know that everybody's working hard and everybody's
Oh my God, this is disgusting.
Everybody is just trying to do work in silence and
Oh my God. Work in silence.
so everybody can have their money and feel peaceful when they're starting out their call.
Unreal. This is the
Yeah,
worst
okay, so
I've ever
money,
seen.
they
I've
wanna
seen
be
some terrible
peaceful,
shit in my
right?
time.
And then, so what have you noticed though, like with your mom and me? What have you noticed
That you're a friggin'
with us?
scammers.
Like, what have we been doing?
Scamming people.
I noticed that my mom is working very hard with her friends. She's having fun. She's excited.
Let's ring her again.
Yeah. Okay. So you're excited. You see your mom's working really hard. And my next question is though, like, what do you know what legacy means? Like, we want to leave a legacy. Do you know what that means?
I can't believe this. I think this is the most.
Forgot. Okay, that's okay. So we want to be able to leave this company to our kids, right? Like to you. So you're not old enough to be in this business because you have to be 18 to be in this business.
But she's in the business because you're using her in the marketing.
Can be in the business and they're excited and they're working hard behind the scenes and talking to their friends. So what do you think? Like, people are kind of afraid to leave a legacy. They're afraid to step out and do things. What are you afraid of? Tell me one thing that you are afraid of now or you used to be afraid of.
I'm afraid of
that mum's going to get locked up.
I'm afraid of when I'm in my room and
Oh my
it's
God.
dark and I just hear noises like crunching sound in the kitchen. It's probably like water bottles because they do that because probably somebody accidentally squished their water bottle.
Oh my
and
goodness.
It was
I can't believe that somebody would put their children on
noise
here.
before.
Yeah, and sometimes that can be scary, right? But well, what would you say to the people who are, because some people are afraid to be in this business. Like they
Talk
think
about
me and your mom are like trying to
brainwashing
trick
your
them
kids.
and they don't believe it. I know your mouth went up and I know you're being polite and you're going to tell it how it is.
And
But
she
what
would
would
know
you say to people who
business.
are like, your mom and Auntie Meg are just they're not for real and they don't want you to win in this
You
business,
don't
what would
use
you
your
tell them?
children
I
to.
would tell them that don't be afraid, because when I'm afraid, I just take a deep
Oh my
breath
God,
in.
I can't
When I
believe
was
you would bring
afraid
your
when I
kids.
was graduating, and there was a lot of people, and it almost made me sick and afraid.
So you would just tell them to like, just relax, right? Take a deep breath. Ooh, take a deep breath. So last question that I want to ask you. So if you had all the money, right? Money wasn't an issue, and focus on me.
Oh my
Focus on me.
God, I just think this is
If money wasn't
disgusting.
an issue, what would you buy? Like, what would you do for yourself if money
Is
wasn't an
money
issue?
the root of
Like
love,
you had
is
all
it?
the money and you could do whatever you wanted with it, what would you do?
I would do.
What would you buy? Tell me one thing you would buy.
A PlayStation? iPad?
I would buy toys,
Told you.
but not the money.
A vibe. She might buy a
hold on,
vibe.
wait. You said you would buy toys, but not do what?
Waste my money. Like, don't like get a big toy what is like bigger, and it has a bigger number on it.
Yeah. So
Bigger
it has
number
a
on it.
bigger number, so you don't want to waste your money, right? And so I
Oh my dear,
understand
I've
that.
seen it
So
all now.
leave the people with something. Give them some helpful hints, because some of them are like, I don't
Why
know
would
what
you
to
do this? Why
do.
would
This
you
is
put your kids
scary. I
on
don't know what
camera
the products
and
are. I
do
don't know, you know, all
this?
those things.
Why
Give
would you
them
involve your
some
kids
advice
in
before I
a
let you go.
stream
Give the people
with 900
a
people
little
that
bit of
are looking
advice.
for ways to scavenge money off the internet?
Six advice, Mom.
She said, "What's advice? You need to explain what that means." Give them something that they can do to keep stay motivated and to keep moving
I'm
forward,
going to
to
ring her
keep
up again.
doing great things. What would you tell them to do?
I would tell them to work
I'll actually ring up.
hard
I'll actually ring up.
and pay
I'll actually ring up
attention.
Regan, the mother,
I would
instead,
like
and see if I
tell
can get her
them
phone number.
when somebody's talking, you just want to look straight at them immediately and learn what you're about to do.
Regan, why haven't I got her
Right. So
phone number?
stay focused, right? Stay focused. So I appreciate you so very much. I'm going to let you go because I'm getting ready to take these peeps to school for 30 minutes and I need them to be focused. So thank you so much for jumping aboard. I know, you know, some people are like, oh, why would you put a child there? Blah, blah,
Yes,
blah.
definitely.
Because this is a family business, right, John? And you have to sacrifice because people call your mom all the time and they want her
I'm
help.
calling her
And she
mum right
helps. So
now.
sometimes they don't pay attention and she has to do more work. And
Yeah.
that takes time away from you, right? So I'm sure you want your mom back and I'm sure you want to get this business rolling and started. So, you know, we're going to make sure that we work hard. They're going to listen so that we can get this business off the ground and then we can go to the beach and play in the water. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So I
I'll
just
see
took a
you
few
later.
screenshots
Thank you
of
for
that.
hanging out.
Because that is the most
Bye.
disgusting thing I've
Bye.
actually ever seen anyone do
All right,
on a
guys.
Zoom
So
meeting, is
listen,
bring their
I
children
decided
in
to have
like that.
my niece on because she was having a full-fledged conversation with Tony about like not wasting your money and staying focused. And then I ended up talking to Jason Wells with a Y. You guys met Jason last week. And Jason said, because I was getting a little frustrated and I had to go to sleep. And I call him my guru, my mentor, because he's going to tell it like it is. And he said, listen, you talk too much. You got to simplify. And he said,
I'm ringing her now.
you got to pretend like you're talking to a billionaire and you're talking to a 6-year-old. Who would you talk to if you needed both of them to understand it? And I said, the 6-year-old. He's like, yeah, if you talk to the 6-year-old, the billionaire is going to get it. You talk to the billionaire, the 6-year-old's not going to get it. And I realized that some of us, we just are babies in this industry. You've never worked with a leader like Reagan or Tony or, you know, some of the other big leaders, Mel Davis or the twins, Kevin and his brother. I haven't met his brother yet, but I'm going to call you guys on my 5-hour drive.
Unreal, man. This is disgusting.
Give me a moment, right?
What
Because
do
I
we
only
call
have so many
slime?
hours in the day and I have 2 kids and I'm trying to mom and Reagan has 4 kids and Tony has a whole house full of kids and Dre has 6 kids and it's a lot. And I don't think people really truly understand that I've been sitting here since this morning. Since 8 o'clock this morning, I've been sitting right here and I drank some tea and I don't think they get it. I've been on 50 million calls. I've answered 50 million text messages, and I don't think they get
There you
it. And
go.
I'm
She's a
about to drive
compulsive
5
liar
hours,
there.
but
It's
I'm
humanly
awake.
impossible to do
Okay.
that,
So I
isn't it?
want to get into this training really quickly, and I need you guys to take some notes. I'm going to go through it really fast. I'm not going to elaborate too much because we're going to talk about two different things. What kind of business this is. So I'm going to turn my camera off
This
because I do
business
way
is one
better
that you
if you're
sleep with the
not
devil
looking
to
at
make
me.
money at any cost, even if
And
you
if
throw
your
your
camera's
kids in
off,
there.
that will be helpful. Let me make sure there's no gray boxes. Okay, perfect. So let's get down to business. I am a teacher of the compensation plan. So for those of you guys, hey, Tony, is my screen wide? Can you only see my screen, or can you see the background of my messy screen?
Excuse me for coughing.
Can you?
Yeah, I'm absolutely amazed that she thinks that's acceptable. I mean,
I
people
wasn't
often give me a
talking.
hard time because
Tell
I
me now,
put
can you
kids'
see just my
photos
screen?
Yes.
Perfect,
online.
perfect. Let's get down to business.
And I
There's
will blur the picture of the
943.
girl's face
I'm
out
going to
with
be
the thumbnail that I'm
100%
creating
honest.
right now.
When
But
I
at
launch
what
businesses,
point
I focus on the 80-20 rule. And I know that
do you
80% of
think that's
people in network
okay to
marketing
actually
usually
put
don't
your
do
kids
anything, 20% do. So I'm
on
looking at
and
8,100
do that?
people
It's just
came in
amazing,
on the
isn't it?
first wave. And I started to do the math. 1,620 people, I would love to have those people jump out and activate their accounts. And you guys know that we're just making sure everything goes well, because there are some people who follow directions, some people who didn't. Their names are wrong, and that's okay.
It's
We're fixing
disgusting.
those things.
Putting
And
kids
the
in
reason
there.
why
It
we
is
didn't give
absolutely
you your
disgusting.
links today is because I have a really big international team, and my biggest team is asleep right now. So I have to wait until they wake up. So between 1 o'clock and 3
I'm just
o'clock,
trying
if
to
I go
create a
beyond 1
thumbnail for
o'clock or
this
3 o'clock, I don't
live
do
at the moment.
anything that's super, super important, like giving referral links out, because that would not be fair to my biggest leaders over there. So nothing's wrong. We're testing the system. We're making sure that everything is a go. And that gives you guys a little bit more time to
So today
reach
I
out to your
forwarded this
team,
on
and make
to
sure you send a
Behind
support ticket
MLM
if you have
Oz
questions.
and
Please
asked him. I
don't
said, there's
send
not much
it
to go on
to
yet,
me.
but I said,
Okay.
if you can
Please do
start
not send
investigating
it
this,
to
it
me, because that's going to
would be
be,
awesome.
or
So
to
hopefully
Reagan.
we'll get
Now, I want everybody to put in the chat, I am legend, because that's what we're focused on. And heroes get remembered, but legends never die. If you want to be a legend in your family, you're going to
who
have to
wouldn't want to be
do
a legend,
something
eh?
that's
It's a
legendary,
rhetorical answer
right? Like you're
question,
going
you
to have
dumb
to
cow.
leave them something, an inheritance, but most people don't. They leave them debt and bills. They can't even afford to bury themselves. And that is the reality that we live in right now. And I do not want that to be my reality.
Well,
I
who
just
does
don't.
want it to
But
be
if
the
we don't
reality?
start
But
focusing,
sometimes
I'm
things don't
46.
work out the way that you want
I wasn't born
in
with a silver
life.
spoon in my mouth, so I gotta get it out the mud, right? And I'm looking for the 1%ers. The 1% will do what the 99% refuse to do, which is focus, be persistent, plug in. I don't need all of you guys to plug in. I would love for all of you to plug in, but I don't need all of you to plug in. I just need
So
the
what have we got?
1% to plug
Using
in, right? So I want you
kids
to understand that.
to
And everybody
scam.
wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. Everybody's like
The
wants to go
wild
beast
beast.
mode until you got to go beast mode, which means you may not be able to sleep. We don't sleep, we take naps. And there are people on the sideline like, hurry up. And network marketing is hurry up and wait. Sometimes you got to hurry up and you got to wait. You got
Yeah,
to be quick, but don't be in a
they definitely
hurry.
are
So we are very
twins.
intentional about how we launch businesses. It is not an accident that my job is the VP of sales. Reagan's job is not to build this business like I'm building it. Her job is to build it on the customer support side, operations, support the rest of the team, see what they need. She handles all operations. She knows what everybody is doing. Dre's job is he is the systems person. He understands the entire system. Tony's job is marketing. She wants everything to match. Don't touch her colors. The colors have to match. So you'll get a PowerPoint pretty soon because I'll
you're all
present
going
it
to
to
get
you
scammed.
February 1st when we roll out our product. But the great thing is that you guys are going to get a chance to see our products come to life as well. But this is what we've been doing. At 12 o'clock, right? I want you to think of it as a clock. We have told you who we are. That is the most important thing. We wanted you guys to get to know us. So if you didn't vibe with us, we're not forcing anybody to be in this business. This is what you
Well, you
guys
just
need to
force your
do.
kid to be in this
People need to
business.
know who you are. They don't need to know that you're a doctor or a lawyer or a stay-at-home mom or what your occupation is. Those things aren't important. You got to show people who you are. And then you got to let people know why you do what you do if you look at it as a clock, right? Why do you do what you do? I told you guys, I'm tired of seeing young males and females, but mainly young males that look like me die in the streets. So guess what? I'm going to help
scam them.
I'm going to shape their minds. I'm going to put them in a position to win. I'm going to put
Really?
leaders around them when they don't have
Well,
moms
we'll
or
see about
dads.
that, won't
And
we?
I'm going to get them stupid rich, and I'm going to suit them and
Stupid
boot them
rich.
with a godly mind. And I'm going to put them
What
on a
an
magazine.
evil
And I'm
bitch
going to send it to
this
my
lady is.
old school. I'm going to send it to the papers. I'm going to be on TV shows.
You definitely
Watch.
will be on
Remember that I
TV
told you that.
shows.
Because it's going to change the narrative of how people see my son, who's getting ready to be 23, and we launch on his
well, they
birthday,
go visit mum in prison
February
for a
the
start.
17th, not by accident, because people are going to stand to make a lot of income. And I give a disclaimer: past profits don't predict future gains, but it is what it is. Numbers don't lie. I can tell you right now that the people who work, this is going to work for them. So you need to start figuring out why you're doing what you're doing. And then we focus on the how. Like, how are we going to get this money? So I've been showing you the matrix, but some of you don't understand the matrix.
I'm wondering if they've put these images on here because they know that I'll probably use them, and then they'll be able to report me to Google.
You can do open heart surgery.
That's how low I think they'll go.
Some of you guys are
really
still
funny.
like, I don't get it. I don't know what a 3x10 matrix is. Look it up. It's on Google. It's on,
I don't know what
YouTube.
a 3x3
Look
matrix is.
Watch a ton of videos and understand what a forced matrix
watch my
does.
videos if you
and it's
really
illegal.
want to.
So when somebody comes to you and says, "Oh, this looks like a pyramid," and all you have
Why
to
would
say
you
is
mention
like,
it's a pyramid?
"Oh no, it's not a
It's
job."
not a pyramid. Well, it's pretty obvious.
No, I'm on
because
top
it's
of my
exactly what they're
pyramid.
peddling.
You work for somebody else, right? Don't say that. You can say that in your head, but don't say that. But that's what I think when people say that, because we make more money in direct sales than your football players, your basketball players combined. It's facts.
Is that right?
Right?
Where did you get that?
Why
Have you
wouldn't
got
I
a
want to be
data
at
sheet
Elon
on that?
Musk? Why wouldn't I
Where
want
did
to
you
be
get that stat
at
from?
Apple? Because Apple knows who they are. They know why they do what they do. They know how they do it. And they know what they sell. And they sell a very expensive phone that most people in network marketing are scared to use. So what are you doing with it? Playing games on social media, TikToking, Facebooking? Like, why aren't you using your phone for the tool that it was meant for? Because I promise you, if you ask, Warren Buffett what he does with his phone, I'm sure he doesn't sit around and gossip.
Why would you mention that Ponzi scheme
social media?
Oh no,
Warren
Buffett's a good guy, isn't he? I forget.
In there
Really
of
good
people
business.
who really truly are gonna take them to the next level. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys hear me. Just want to know you guys are still alive out there.
Yeah.
And Tony, if you can, until we get a scammer, because I'm not going to let them run me out of here.
Here we go.
Can you open it up so they can chat with everybody? Because I really want to talk with them. And I know there are some haters out there because they're texting me right now. So I just blocked them. Right.
Well, how did you know I'm texting you? Because you said you blocked me yesterday.
I collect haters, right? It means I'm doing something. So I want you guys to understand, people are not going to like what you do, because you see this clock right here.
You're using your kids.
Because you're going to stop doing things that don't matter. You're going to start building your legacy.
Go into there and
you're going to
spam
start
the chat room.
focusing on your future, right? So I want you guys to understand that this matrix is super powerful and it's unlimited, but there's 88,572 total spots.
Right.
Do the math, right? If I duplicate 3 10 times, I'm going to max out the matrix. It's not hard to do. I'm going to go get 3 people who will get 3, who will get 3, who will get 3, who will get 3. Go. And I'm going to do that consistently 10 times.
The chat room's going to be open and Danny's going to scam it. So
now I gave us a head start. So now we're not duplicating by 3, we're duplicating by 8,100. And I'm not even going to do the math for you. And even if only 2% of you or 1% of you decide to jump aboard,
this meeting is being recorded.
Matrix, and people are going to get hit by the tsunami. So understand this. All you got to do is listen. If you guys started on February 17th.
Here we go. We're going to chat. Watch the chat room.
When you bring people in on February 17th, focus on the weeks, right? This is how I maxed out the same matrix, except that wasn't a matrix. It only paid you if you had so many people in each leg.
How many times we
so
can get away with this.
So you could have 1,000 people in one leg, and you would not make
Here we
any
go.
money.
Let's see how she does. We'll just keep doing
You
this
would
till we
not
get
make
kicked out.
any money. So you want to make sure that you refer your first 3. I told you guys to refer 7 people. Okay.
Okay, 954 people in the
help
room,
your
and the
3
chat
get
room
their
is
3.
getting scammed.
And that would be 9, right? Help those 9 get their 3. And you can do it by weeks. I'm going to give you guys a little chart so that you can do it by the weeks. Okay. 1 second.
Here she goes. She's trying to kick me out now.
Perfect. Thank you, Tony. I love to have a good bouncer on the call. And if you continue to duplicate, 9 turns into 27 people on that row. 27 people, there's only 81 spots or positions
so I've
on that
totally
row.
filled up the
243
chat
on
room.
that one,
Heroes, not
729 on
heroes.
that
Former
one.
English
There
teachers
is
spells.
221,
disabled.
87 on that row. And then you end
So
up
let's
with
have a look and
65,
see.
61. I didn't
These
keep
are the
going, but
messages
you
that
guys
have been
get the
posted
point, okay?
in the
So
chat
it's
room.
important that you understand that the check match, when you guys get your links tomorrow, listen
So
closely.
let's go back.
You already want to
Just put me
have
in the
your
waiting room.
people lined up. I'm going to give you a real scenario. All 8,100 people, right, will go in before the new people, right? The new people are going to come in tomorrow because you're going to give them a referral link. You don't want to be looking for those people. You all want to already have those people who are waiting at the door. So you're talking to them, you're letting them know, listen, when I get my referral link, I'm going to give it to you as quickly as possible because it's time stamped.
All right, we'll go in there again and see whether we can get in there.
Person who fills out the info
So we just
and
filled up the
signs
chat
up for
room.
free because we haven't taken a dime because
Chat's been disabled, but they won't be able to delete all the messages.
Okay. Next week around
unless they've
Tuesday,
if they're really clever. And
we're
that means
gonna
everyone will
charge
see the
you
warning.
$25 back there, but you're going to get a VP, a Vibe partner,
but I don't think everyone really cares,
so you can
though.
start to market your business.
This meeting is being recorded.
Technically not paying to get position. You're paying to get your marketing materials.
Alrighty. So now what we're going to do is going to hold up.
Okay. That won't start until next week. So you still have all of this
what we're going
week,
to do
all
is
of the
we're going to go
weekend
view.
to use your
We're going to
referral
do
link and get as many people in as possible. Here's what will happen.
And we're going to see whether we can turn our cameras on or not. And I don't think we'll be able to, but I'll
wait a couple
just
days.
in case we
And
can.
1,000 people fall in
We'll see what happens.
we were bringing in anywhere from 300 to 500.
After yesterday's antics, she's realised that it's not a good idea to let people turn their cameras on.
Right? I've
So
grown
she's
like
screwing this down as much as she
Reagan and I
can,
followers on social
simply
media
because
alone on
she
YouTube.
obviously knows
and some
that
haters have come
I'm
along
her.
too. So we love them and they're marketing our stuff all over the place and
Oh
running
yes,
people to
the
us.
older marketing.
I've had so many
shit.
people say, "Hey, I was on this guy and he really hates your guts. So you must really be doing something great. Can I get your referral link?"
I'd like to actually prove you've actually had a statement
right?
from
You can get
someone
my
saying that,
referral link
because
tomorrow,
I
but
think you're
not
just
today.
trying to.
So all you guys have to do is share, but let's say that you waited to give your referral link to somebody and 1,000 people fell in. And those people happen to fall
So you can see we've actually filled up the chat
under
room.
them, right?
And now what we'll do is we're going to go.
They made $3 or $5. Remember which product, it depends on which product.
And now I'm going to put my hand up as Craig
We're
Walton.
going to roll that out February 1st. That means that you're going to miss
and we'll see what happens.
$3,000 or $5,000
So
because you match
going to go to view
people's checks.
And we're going to go to
so
gallery
it doesn't
view.
matter if you put your personals way down here on the 6th
we're
level
gonna
or the 7th level or the 8th level.
Non-video
They still have
participants.
10 levels, but we're all in the same
And as
matrix.
you'll see, Craig
But you
Walton's
have
got
the
his hand up.
potential to miss out on hundreds or thousands of dollars as people start to come in. So you've got to give your referral link immediately and just run and get your people in as fast as possible.
Right.
The matrix maxes out at $442,860 a month. I get it. Some people they can't catch the vibe because they've never made
Can you rename yourself? She stopped people from renaming themselves as well. They must have got some scammer
or $16,000
prevention
or $49,000
information
up to $147,000 or $442,000. I get it, guys, but you do have to understand that you're working with leaders who have, and I've taken everyday people, not average. I'm not looking for average people. I'm looking for people who want to do extraordinary things and who have belief, right? And I'm not looking for people to call me and complain about, I don't have any friends. Okay, go get some new friends. Where are you hanging out at? I'm going to start to ask you some questions. Who are you hanging out with? You can't be a grown-up and still be around kind of buster type people, and nobody's doing
Here we go.
anything
Let's
in
see
your
what happens
circle.
here.
So that means they're
So
saying
now
the
we're going to
same thing
change
about
Craig
you.
Walton. He's going to disappear. And we're
Right?
going to
My
put a
friends
hand up
can't say that
as
about me. They
Satan's
can't
helper.
say, "Oh, my friends don't want to do nothing." I don't have any don't do nothing friends, because if I do, I probably won't be hanging out with them for very long.
So here we go.
And this is what I used to tell the high school kids.
Let's
You are
see
the
how
This
sum of
long.
the
meeting is
people that
being
you hang out
recorded.
Let's
with.
see how
So
long.
you hang out with a whole bunch of people who
That
just
got
smoke.
removed straight
Guess
away.
what? That's what people are going to think about you. And I'm not knocking your smoke, whatever you do,
Raise my
right?
hand.
But you just have to
Satan
understand that
helper.
people are
And
going
they
to
got rid of
associate
Satan's
you
helper
with
pretty
the
quick.
people that you hang out with. And my friends are dope, right? In order to be to make $1,800, you have to have an
Let's see if I've
active
got some
membership on the 17th, right? And you
good
get to make money
names.
through 5
We're gonna
levels of the
go.
matrix. No fast start bonuses, no check
Let's
matches.
have a
Okay.
look at the name.
When you are a creator, you need to at least have 2 active referrals and have product 1.
We're gonna go
and
in
you'll
there
unlock
as
another level.
Dixie
And you get
Normus.
fast start bonus number
Let's see
1,
what happens
which
on this
means
one.
you're going to make up to $40 every
You're gonna make
month
$40.
that they pay their membership.
Ah, she's locked the
And
meeting now. So that's good.
$20,
Victory won.
up to $20
That means we've
on
stopped
everybody they
people from
personally sign
joining
up.
this heap of
You
shit
don't get any
meeting.
check matches until you refer 3 people. Then you unlock the 100% match. 5 people, you unlock level 8, and now you get 50%
And what's the
match, which
product
means
here?
if your
This is the
personal
problem
has
I have
100
with
people
this
fall
lady
under
is
them,
there's no product.
that's
It's
$3
just
or
ridiculous.
$5 is going to roll up.
So
Let's just use the
using kids to
$5, right?
scam.
That
So
means
that's
they have
the
product
thumbnail
level
today
2.
is using your kids to scam.
That means they're going to make $5 and $500 in the matrix, and you're going to make 500 in the matrix. If they sign up one person who makes 500 in the matrix, your personal is going to make 500 extra, and you're going to make $250 because you're going to make 50% of what they make. And you may be asking, how can you guys pay out all this money? Because when people pay their membership, we don't keep the money.
Oh, right.
That's it.
So where's it go?
The membership
Where does
is
it
broken
go?
down, and we pay you first because you brought us the customer. Did you guys know that Mark Cuban was making $1 million
and you're not Mark Cuban
because
and
he
has a
99
basketball
cent
team
product.
and all this sort of
That's
stuff.
it.
You've
You
got
don't have to
nothing. You're just a scammer.
take a ton of money from people. You just have to pay people for what they're worth. And
I
unfortunately,
want to be paid
many
for
of
what
us
I'm
at our
worth.
jobs are not paid what we're worth, but we still work there because of the insurance and because I don't have any options and my kids need new shoes, and you stay places that you don't
play on
like
people's
out of
emotions.
fear. Well,
You'll
I
get there.
didn't. I just sucked it up,
She
and I
sucks it up. I
ate
bet she
nothing for a
sucks up a
while,
lot
and
more
I
than I
made
can
sure my
probably
kids
say
were
on
taken
here.
care of to go after my hopes and dreams.
Hopes
But I'm
and
not going to stay
dreams.
someplace that I'm not happy in.
No.
Right? A legend, all you got to do is refer 7 people,
Oh,
and you're going
it's
to
a
get
referral
product
program.
bundle number
For a
2,
minute
and
there,
you
I thought you had
open
a
up the
product.
entire matrix. So here's what I want to talk about really quickly, and I'm going to do
Really
this
quickly,
fast
because if I talk
because I
slowly,
have a
I'll lose you
whole
guys.
video that I already recorded called "What is Spillover?" Okay, spillover refers to the ability to have new customers
What have we
and
got
or
here?
representatives
Fix.
fall under you from your upline. Well, guess what? The company's your upline. So when we build and we sign people up in the company,
Do
they
ya?
spill in under you. When your
Oh.
sponsor
Oh, this
builds
is
the
just
business,
pyramid
it
marketing then.
trickles down
Does she not
under
know
you
what a
because they
pyramid
only
is?
have 3 spots. And if you're sitting on their 3rd spot or 1st spot or 2nd or 9th level
Yep.
or 10th level,
Yep.
it starts to spill in under you.
Oh,
So
right.
you in turn have the ability to build and to
Building.
build customers,
Building
and reps
blocks.
that fall under you, right?
Yep.
Sorry about
Got
the
it.
typo. So do you really understand the matrix is the question. So tonight's training is really about
This is training. This is
spillover.
actually
And every
gaslighting.
leader, everybody wants spillover. But if you're a real leader,
If you want to be an
ask a
unreal
real
leader, then
well,
be the
when are you
opposite
gonna
to what
put
she's
some
saying that you
people
want to
under
be.
me? You will get the wrath of a real leader.
The
Because
wrath of a
we're
real
looking
leader.
at you like, well, when are you going to spill over in your own group? Because
Yep.
you're the leader of your own matrix. You're the top of it.
Yep.
So
Want to be in
yes,
charge.
is
Who doesn't want
spillover
to be
going
in
to
charge of
happen?
their life in
Yes,
the
it
universe? I want
can't
to know.
not happen because of how we're pre-building. Everybody type 37 or write it down somewhere. We still have 37 more days to pre-build.
They get
For free
37
for a
days
little
to
bit,
pre-build.
and
It
then you're
sounds
going
like
to pre-build for
preloading before you go out to a party,
$25
isn't
that's
it?
going to get you your marketing kit, right?
Oh, dear.
37 days. Do you guys
People
know that
don't.
we've only been
I'll put that one
building
across the
since
top of the screen.
December
It's a good one to read.
January
Oops, nearly put you the
26th?
wrong button.
That
Derek
means
Lee
we've been
says,
building for
when people don't
December
got
26th, my bad,
money,
December.
how going to
Don't
make
even know what
money?
date it is.
It
1,
shows up.
2,
So
3,
that's right.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Because
9,
a homeless
10,
guy
11,
that's
12,
trying to
13,
change his
14.
life
We've
is
only
going to
been
go
building
meet
for
another
15
homeless
days.
guy that's
And
about
I
to
haven't
shoot
even
up with
started
heroin,
building yet. Because
and they're
I do
going
FID, I
to
build the
get together and
foundation,
find
leaders identify
$25 and
themselves. That's
invest
where
in
we
this
are right now.
opportunity of
I
a
need to see
lifetime.
where the leaders
It's not
are.
rocket science,
And then I'm
ladies and
going to have a
gentlemen.
leadership meeting,
It's
but
just
leaders
easy
lead
peasy.
by not just numbers. So understand this. I'm not just looking for leaders
She's
who
not just looking for
sign up a
leaders.
whole bunch of
She's
people.
looking for very stupid
I
people.
don't need them to. I'll sign up a whole bunch of people, your grandma and everybody else, right? I'm also looking for leaders who want to support the team. So everybody type support, right? I have people messaging me like, how can I be of
I have somebody
service to
ringing
you,
you.
Megan? Right?
How can I be of
Can I
service to you?
be
What, she in
an
the military
admin
now?
in the Telegram
Let's
chat
ring
and
up
I'll help you
again.
remove the spammers? Can I be a co-host on your call so that I can make sure
Oh,
that the people who are
well, we're
don't
looking
have
for
anything
volunteers
better to
too.
do but hate, can I help you kick those people out? So understand this. I'm not just looking for the person who signs up a ton of people. I'm looking for the supporters. Because
Yeah,
sometimes you just need the support so that
you
you can
do.
do what you
And,
have to
you know,
do.
now
My
you're on
daughter's been getting me
your bed and
food.
breakfast
She's been
in
making
your
sure I'm taking
undisclosed
care of my
location.
son
You'll
brought
be
me
able to
food, all of those things,
just
right?
scam people
And that
full
is
time.
support so that I don't have to stop what I'm doing. So here's what I want everybody to do. Everybody put in your notes. I
Oh
need
my
you to
God,
grow
she's got
up
a
and go to
baby.
the next level.
What
If you
the
want to be a
hell?
legend, I'm a
Is it
coach.
baby day
I'll
today?
never yell at you,
Well,
but
she's
I
got a
will be
political,
very
what do they call it, a
direct.
political
Okay.
cord. Oh my
I can
God.
see you. You can comment because I can see your comments. You guys are talking to me. Okay. Nobody else can see your comments, but I can see your comments.
Yeah, because
all
of
right?
me.
Oh, thank you, Ronette. I'm looking for an IT person because Tony's thebomb.com, but sometimes I just don't have time to do stuff because I'm going to be just helping you guys build. But did you guys know that when you delay cutting the cord
Oh my
on a
God.
baby, it causes development issues? True story.
Well, yeah, definitely
So
development
I'm
issues
cutting the
there.
cord. You guys are leaders today. Like, I don't want to hear that I've never done network marketing before. I don't really know what I'm doing. You just got to learn. You're just going to have to cut the cord and you're going to have to learn. Okay. Because we're not going to slow down. And you don't
Delaying
want
the
us to
cutting
slow
the
down
cord
because you want us
affects
to
the
spill over
development.
into your organization.
This lady
So
will
in
use
order to get
anything
spillover, the
that
S
she can
stands,
come
I
up
love a
with
good acronym,
to
right?
promote
Used to be an
what
English
she's
teacher.
doing.
We
Isn't
love our
this just
acronyms.
disgusting?
Self-starter. I cannot tell you what to do. You just got to do something, right? You just got to jump in there and do something.
Wait till you see the
and be a
thumbnail I've done
self-starter.
today.
Self-starters get motivated, be ambitious, dream big, set a plan, and set a target date. When do you want to hit legend, right?
Yep.
When do you want to max out the matrix? That means that you're going to have to put some stuff down and you're going to need to make a list, even though you don't want to.
Oh, that's
but
right.
understand that your list, this is a list that I have. Look at it.
Look at it,
This
everyone.
is a list that my members had. I used to make them send me their list. Like, don't tell me you don't have anybody to talk to and you have 2,000 people in your phone. So I need you to start going through your phone and getting rid of some people and make room
Oh
for
my
everybody
God,
else.
how ruthless.
Right? I
mean,
collect
is the
phone
world
numbers. Let me
really
give you a trick. When
got
I'm
that
talking to
bad?
somebody and I'm like, I have this great business. Listen, I want to send you some information. Let me give you my phone number. And then I go, oh, let me just take your phone number. I'll just take your phone number down real quick and I'll text you my name. It's just a trick because I want to collect their phone number. And I don't want to say, hey, give me your phone number. And as a man, you don't want to say to a woman,
shallow,
hey, can I have
aren't
your
you?
phone number?
I mean,
We think
that's
you're
what I
trying to
get from
holler,
this lady.
right?
She's the
And we're going
shallowest
to back up.
individual that
You need
you
to
could ever
say,
think
hey, I
of.
got this great
I mean,
business. Let
are
me give you
people
my phone
really
number
going to
and you
sleep with the
can, let me
devil
here.
to
Give
get
me your
what she
phone number. I'm going to
wants?
text you my first and last
I mean,
name
this is
so that you have me in your
disgusting
phone.
individual.
But what you guys have to focus on is you have to make the list. And my list is a Google form. My list was the Google form.
Unreal.
I
just
pick up the
think
phone
I'm actually
and I called
breathless. You
everybody
don't even want to
in 1
listen to this
hour
shit.
and
And I
30
think I'm over
minutes
talking it.
for
I
you
mean,
new
this is
people.
just the crap.
How did I go
This is the
from
bottom feeder of the
the
planet
number of
sitting
people
here
I had to
in a, not even with her
8,100?
camera
I
on,
pre-launched,
because
right? So I
she's just
called
a maggot
everybody.
infested
Some of you guys are just texting
person.
and you're emailing and people are not going to pay attention to you like that. You have to text, you have
All
to
right,
call them, you have to say, hey, like Kevin did to Ronette that I just met and I'm in love with them already because they're going to be leaders over here. And I'm excited. You got to call me back. This is time sensitive. I got to go. Call the
Unreal.
next person. Call the next person.
Yep, we're frozen.
PS3. You got to pique their interest, show the plan, 3-way to close, right? That's what Kevin did. He piqued her interest. You got to call me. He showed the plan kind of, but he didn't really have a video. So he just went straight to the 3-way and introduced her to me, right? You also have to understand the P in spillover stands for posture. Your confidence level has to go up. If my 6-year-old niece can come on here and talk in front of 900, almost 1,000 people.
You're disgusting.
You can.
You are truly disgusting.
You got to learn tonality. You guys know I was serious the other day because I stopped ranting.
Right, let's write up a description for this video,
I get so excited, but I stopped being excited and I dropped my tone. How many of you just put a 1 in the chat if you do that to your kids when you drop your tone and they know you're serious? Right? You learn tonality, you're direct, you believe in what you say, and you take action and do what you say. Pick up your phone, and in 60 seconds or less, you need to tell your mom, your dad, your cousins, your nephews, your friends, your exes,
we're going to write the description for this
all of them. Hey, I got something big. I do not want you to miss it. I became a VP with this new company.
Thank you,
I want you to hop
your message on there so
and I'm
people
going
see.
to call
Most
you after
people
the call because I
self-starters
want to
aren't
know
like
what you
this.
liked best. Okay? Say okay. Everybody type okay in the chat. Say okay to people.
I don't even understand
okay,
why people like this actually manage to get 900 odd people into the chat room. I've done marketing in my time and I've never been able to do it. So she's got a wasted talent, if you want my opinion.
Now, hey, there was a ton of people on the call. What did you like? Were you on there? And they're like, oh man, I forgot. Well, listen, we're doing another call tomorrow.
Imagine if she used her talent for something constructive. Imagine if she didn't use her sister's child
call the next person
to scam people.
You got to be a master
amazing.
inviter. Call your potential business partners on the phone and invite. Don't throw up on them.
Right, let's see if we can write ourselves a smashing.
Share, vibe with them. Hey, you got to get on.
What are we going to
vibe
write today for
here.
Megan's
I think you're
description?
going to really like it. Right?
What's the most shocking thing that she's done today? Using
you
kids
do things
as
now. When God told me,
sick.
no, not when you get back from Mexico, Megan. Call people now. I did. And 128
Well, she's going to Mexico to stay on a bed and
call.
breakfast. Is that what she's saying?
And that 128 people turned into 8,100 people. And I have 900 of you on this call right now who really want to learn. 893
well,
now.
you can assume they really want to learn. They might be sitting here with their mouth open going, oh my God, is this lady for really?
They're like, oh, this call is too long. Well, you know what's longer? You working for 40 years, 40 hours for the next 40 years just to retire with 40% of your income. That's long. So I need you to understand that if you can go to a movie for 2 hours, you can focus on your future for an hour. And if I go over, right?
Sister's child. Sorry, I'm just writing.
You have to learn how to be intense. Not crazy, but have a sense of urgency. You have to have inspiration, desperation, because some of you are desperate. You're sleeping in your cars. I know because I talked to you. Some of you have lost your jobs and your family doesn't support you. Your wife doesn't care about the business. And you're like, I need a job. I need money, right? And then you're going to allow their negativity and their lack of interest sometimes, right, to distract you. Okay. You got to be focused on you for a second, but you got to wake up and you got to get passionate about something. I am passionate about my hopes and dreams. And that's why I'm leaving, because I'm going to do what I do.
She's off to Mexico then, is she?
For me, for my family, and you're going to get the spillover. So this week, I'm going to start doing team huddles with leaders. I'm going to meet with all the top leaders, right? By number, because it's easier for me to get to the top leaders with the people than it is for me to go talk to the masses. I need to talk to the leaders first, right? By number. Some of these people who have numbers might not be leaders though. And some of you will call me like, this person's doing 50 million different opportunities and I don't want to work with this person. Okay, but I'm your sponsor too. So stay where you are and focus on yourself, because you're the only one that's important. It's your own matrix. You just happen to be inside of our matrix as well. I'm not doing therapy sessions, guys. So I love you very much. Tell me you love me back, right? Tell me you love me back now, because here soon you're going to be like, she's so intense. But I have 37 days until pre-launch, and I want to get it, you guys, as close to the maxing out this matrix as possible. And then February 17th starts our first week. It starts our first week, guys, and we are going to run hard for 12 weeks and max out the matrix for all of you for 12 straight weeks. And I'm not going to sleep much. And I'm going to be traveling. I got to tell you something at the end of this call.
She's going to be traveling,
okay?
I think, everyone.
So you got to level up with me, because my dad used to always say, he was so blunt. He used to embarrass the heck out of us because he would just say whatever. But I so respect my dad, because he used to say, you're going to have to come up to my level, because I damn sure ain't coming down to yours. That's what he used to say. And I'm like, but I'm 5. Seriously. He doesn't, if kids are 5 years old in our family, he's like, I'm going to need you to talk about something with some sense, right? That's just my dad. You got to level up around certain people. So you, not your upline, you must level up. Have a plan to level up. You need a game plan. You need to work on your personal development. You need to get up
you need to work on your personal development, where you can just go along to any psychiatrist and ask how many children they've had through their doors that have had
you need to
trauma,
set the tone, the vibration for your
from
day,
parents that pushed them into something they didn't want to do.
Because you've already set the vibration for the day. I listen to stuff before I talk to you guys so I can get into a good positive vibration. But I also need you guys to commit to your personal development, take responsibility for your team growth, and study network marketers and apply what you learn. Type in the chat really quickly, who's the best basketball player in the league right now, right? Type it in the chat. Who is the best basketball player in the league right now, or the best football player in the league, or not even right now, just of all time? Somebody said Michael Jordan, LBJ, LeBron. We get a lot of LeBrons, right? Who else? Type it in the chat. Michael Jordan. I don't watch sports. Giannis, did you guys watch? And I think I'm saying his name right. His documentary was off the hook, right?
Yep, passing off every big
Tom
name
Brady
she can think
in
of.
Football, MJ, Kobe. You know, Steph Curry, guys, is relentless. If Steph Curry has a bad game, I would hate to play him the next day, because he will be relentless. He's probably going to drop 50 points on you.
All right, so we're getting the title.
Now, you guys know who the best players are, or musicians. Now, who's the best network marketer in the game right now? Who's the network marketer in the game who's making the most money?
She's talking about vibrators again.
Thank you. Megan, I'll take it, right?
I take it.
Yeah, I wasn't fishing for a compliment, right? I know Stormy.
Wasn't
I met
fishing
her,
for a
Reagan, and I got
compliment.
to meet her. She's
What a
the
lie.
#1 Black female marketer.
Well, who are they going to say?
in
Tammy
the
Jackson.
United States right now. But so most people can't handle her, because she will cut you and let you bleed out for a second, right? So most people can't handle certain leaders. And I've learned from the best of the best, but I have to be authentically me, and I need you guys to learn how to be you. So the other L is leadership, okay? And I am watching the clock. It's 9 o'clock. I get it. If you got to go, go, right? If you got to go, go.
Well, are they leaving? I'm not actually looking at the screen. How many people have we got?
Important.
868
you have to
people.
Develop into
Most of them have turned off.
You have to be a
she's lost 100 people.
You have to be coachable. You have to listen. You have to learn and then apply. And a lot of people are not plugged in, and they're like, well, Megan, I have a job.
You got to plug into the Telegram group, but make it your new religion. Put real God to the side in the meantime.
Job. So I can't stop my job because you have a job, right?
Okay.
I want to empower you guys to lead your team. So you got to do a team huddle. Write this down, or I'm going to give you guys these slides too. Right?
Oh, brilliant.
You got to do a team huddle. When I call a team huddle, it means that we got some stuff to
Get
talk
into it,
about.
guys.
So
huddle,
you
huddle,
need to
huddle.
at least
Huddle
do a
with
team
the
huddle
scammer.
with your team once a week, not with me.
I'm working on
involved, right?
the description for this video as we speak, actually.
You have to launch your people's businesses, and you cannot allow people to have therapy sessions all the time. I will allow you guys to have a therapy session.
Your kids will need therapy sessions when they realize that mum
Tell me all your problems,
put them on the screen.
Right? Tell them all to me.
And
like, I don't have money. My husband left me. My wife left me.
Learn how to become scammers
this
and chase money.
up. My kids are crazy. I'll let you do it once. But if you get on the phone with me and you're still talking about the problem, I'm going to say,
what a hard lady. What a hard, and horrible then that'll determine lady. Where's her empathy? Where's her
right?
her
Because
like
most people have
what
money
drives
problems,
somebody
but the only
like
thing that'll
this?
fix your money problems is money, period. Nothing else. No amount of therapy is going to help your money problems. So you got to figure out how to make more money.
Really, his life got that bad that it's all about the money?
O is obedient.
Is that what it comes down to?
It bridges the gap between goals and accomplishments. Discipline, right? I am so disciplined.
Right, I'm going to
because
text
I was built for this. Where are my teachers
and
out
her
here,
sister,
right?
this
Just say me if
video
you're a
link
teacher.
now because it's all ready to go.
People clearly don't know what we do.
So I've got
and they
both
all
their cell
say,
phone numbers
"Oh, I couldn't
available,
be a
and I'm
high
actually
school
going
teacher.
to send the link to this video that you're watching right now, which has got
like,
a thumbnail of her daughter on it.
So much work.
And
I love teaching high school. I actually went back and subbed
also
for a little bit just so
so
I
then
can remind myself
her
of what I
sister won't like
don't
this, so
really
she'll
want to
message
do.
her
I
and tell her
like
to
being
get
there,
off the
and they tried to hire
the
me
live
because
because
I'm
I'm
so
recording
phenomenal.
it. So this is
they're like,
the link to
"Oh
the
my
video you're
goodness,
watching right
you're
now.
so happy, and this and that, and the kids love you, and we have a job for you." I'm like, "No, thank you. I'm only here when I want to be," right? So
And I don't know why
that's what
she's doing this
teachers
without
do
a
all
camera
day.
on.
So love on your teachers. We start at
People will
7
just do
o'clock in the
anything for
morning,
money,
and
won't
we
they, really?
typically go until about 5 o'clock, right? And I taught 10 classes a day.
I can't figure out how come, Stephen, I can't figure out why people actually fall for this as well. I mean, I'm doing this for 3 years, and I see these Zoom meetings quite often with this many people in them. I don't even know where they come from.
I had to eat like
But I
I was in
believe it's some
prison,
sort
and
of
I didn't
religious
even
organization
eat
group
because I didn't
that
want to
they
be in the
all
cafeteria
piggy bank
with the
off.
kids.
It's the
And
only
all
thing
the
I can
kids
think
came
of.
to my room to eat lunch, like all of them. Like, don't y'all want to hang out with y'all's friends? Why you got to bring your food up here? But I let them because they love to be up there with me. I stopped going to the
I'm going to
teacher
put a
cafeteria
poll
because everybody in there is
in the
negative.
chat room in a minute.
And they talk about the kids, and
I'll
they
just see if I
talk
can get
about they
that
hate their
created.
lives and their jobs. And I'm like, geez.
Excuse
So I
me.
just stopped hanging out with those people. They're like, "You never come to lunch." Yeah, and I never will because it's negative. And I would rather
She's a
eat
negative.
good food
If you're
and be in good
exposing
company than
something
be
as
around
negative,
negative Ned
like a
and negative
scam,
Nancy, right?
you're a
So
negative
guys,
person. So
get
if you
in
question
an
anything she does, you're a
obedience,
negative
right?
person.
Be obedient to your plan.
That's the
Be obedient to
extent
yourself.
that these
Hold
people go to,
yourself
isn't it?
accountable.
Lengths, I
Somebody
should
said,
say.
"Hey, can you be my accountability partner?" That sounds like a job. All I can do is
She is
inspire
so
you to
awful.
be more than
I
who
mean,
you
I don't know
are
if you
by
watch
showing up for you every day, by doing
the
the best I can to
Detroit
answer your questions. But if I have to repeat
prawn
myself too many times, some of you kind of got the
program,
wrath
and there's a
of me
lady in there,
yesterday.
and she
So
treats
I had to
customers like
go
they
to
heap of shit.
sleep.
I'm
Everybody
fascinated
type
by
go
it.
to sleep.
And but this
When people
lady
start to get on your nerves and your
seems like she
vibration
comes
starts to
from
change,
Detroit
go to
and
sleep.
works in that same shop.
It's okay. Just say, "Hey, I'm going to go to sleep," because then all thoughts stop.
Okay,
And if you
let's see
guys
if
knew,
we
I
can
wake up and I listen to
see if we can
positive
start a
things
poll
all
here.
day. And type 17 seconds in the chat really quickly.
Product will have to
You
be,
cannot
wouldn't it?
allow yourself to think about anything that's negative for longer than 17 seconds.
All right, we won't have
You're
long
going
to
to
do
think negatively, but you got to
poll,
cut it
but the
off
poll is about to
before
go live. So if
17
you want to
seconds
participate
hits,
in that,
because another
it will be up on the
thought
screen
will attach
hopefully in about
itself
30
to it.
seconds.
And before you know
Just doing a
it,
cut and
you've been
paste.
worrying, thinking about negative things. I need a job. I don't have any
Love to have
money.
your
And you've
feedback
been
on the
doing that
poll.
for like an hour.
Question is,
So I
what
want all of you guys to do
Megan
what my
Lynch
brother said.
next
Go get
excuse
yourself a worry
for
chair
using her kids?
and go sit in that worry chair every day for 30 minutes and worry about your bills, your kids not
Everyone's worried
doing
about the
what they
bills
need to
because the
do,
economy's
or
so
you're
bad. I'm worried about my
being
bills. I
sick,
literally
and
don't
then,
sleep very much at the
your
moment
light bill needs
because
to be
I'm
paid, and
worried
then
about
go
my
call the
money.
light
But I
company
keep getting hooked into
and
doing
ask
these
them if
stupid
anything
videos when
has
I should be
changed.
working. And
It
it's just,
hasn't.
we
So
all
you
worry
just
about money.
wasted
So I don't
30
think
minutes
that's
of your
unusual.
life you're never going to get back. So
Hey,
stop it.
while I'm saying there, make sure you
Stop
are
it and
subscribed to
get
the YouTube
focused,
channel.
right? Be disciplined.
There should be a nice
Stop talking and just do it. That's
subscribe. And if
it.
you
Set a
subscribe to my
30-day
YouTube
plan,
channel, I
set a
will
90-day
clean
plan,
your window
and be
screen. Well, I'll get
specific.
somebody to clean
I
your window
want to
screen. Here
max
she
out the
comes.
matrix. This is the time I want all of you guys to say I.
Hi.
Okay. Everybody's like, you shouldn't say I. It's all about
Thank you, Sadie.
everybody else. It's really not, though. Okay.
If you participate
It's
in this
really
scheme,
not.
you know what's going to happen?
I'm listening to you tonight.
Everyone's going to go to jail, including me.
Okay.
But I'm happy.
Okay, no problem. I can see everybody. You got to say I. It has to be about you. Stop trying to get other people to do what you want them
Carol
to do
O.
when you're not doing
I know who that is.
You have to set the tone. I'm not waiting for Robert
So let's have a look
or
and see whether the
Babs
meeting is
or
locked
Richard
again, because they locked the meeting a
any
few
of you
minutes ago.
guys to
But let's have a
decide
look
that
and
this
see how
is a
they've
great
unlocked it
opportunity.
again.
I've already decided and I'm running hard, and you guys are going to have to catch up.
She's running hard.
Right? Because I value time.
You're from
Did you guys
Detroit.
know that
No
from
offense to
0
Detroit people.
to like 10 years old,
you know,
it's so much fun because you're doing
you know the
all
one I'm
this
talking about, though?
playing and you're having a great time.
I'll tell you
And
what
then
it
from
is.
like 15 to like 15
I
years old
watch
to like
nearly every
20
episode of
something,
it. Well, I think I have
you
watched
need a
all the
job.
episodes.
Your time is precious and you're
No, the
focused on
meeting's
working.
still
And then
locked.
by the time you're like 20 something, you're
Where
in
is
the
it?
work field.
It
And
is.
all you're doing is working, and you typically work until you're 65 and you retire. And the average person only lives to be like,
yeah, it's called
30,000 days.
hardcore porn.
That's the reality. 30,000 days. And at
let's see if
one
I can-
point I was calculating my days, and my students had lived like 6,000 days when they're in high school. So they feel like they have the whole world, right? But some of us are like,
But the girl that's in
end
it,
of the
she is
spectrum,
just
and we don't have time to waste. We got to
amazing.
build a legacy, or we're going to end up in
See
a
if I can
dusty
go
old
view.
like photo album instead of on the mantelpiece. And that's reality. Nobody's going to remember you. That's reality. I want to live forever, and you only live
She wants to live forever on a
if your
paradise
family
earth.
keeps talking about you. But most of us can't even
Unreal.
wiggle our way up. But I bet the Rockefellers can. I bet the Rothschilds can. I don't care what you think about them. I bet Trump's
She doesn't care what you think about
Don't care
anyone,
what you
lady.
think
She
about 'em,
does not
right?
care.
I don't talk about politics, just like I don't talk about religion.
She doesn't
with people,
care
'cause
anything about her sister's
it's my
children.
religion, right? It's my focus and my
My
spirituality.
focus, my
But
religion.
you
It's all
can't
about
knock
me.
the fact that he's
They
going to live
have
forever,
me,
and while
have now, and
people are
have me.
sitting around talking about everybody, you're gonna, when you expire, no one's gonna remember you
Yeah.
unless you
So
leave
check out
them
that link.
something.
That's the one I'm telling you.
Okay, so
What else we got here?
get busy. Time is precious. Value your time, because I value mine. And value your
youngster,
time.
you're
Stop
back in here.
wasting
Nice to
time.
see you here, mate.
Spend 20% of your time with the 80,
Choice is
20% of your time
He
with
wants
the
to know how.
80%, right? Because let me say
Well,
this right.
you give you $25 away if you want to
Spend
make
20%
Megan
of
richer.
your
There's
time
nothing
with the
stopping
80
your friend.
percenters, because the 80 percenters are the non-doers. They just don't do anything. It's just what it is. Spend 80% of your time with the 20%.
Oh, you've got to go to that store.
So you got to evaluate
if you can go to
your
that
3
store and
legs,
do a
your
video for
organization,
me,
and work
you'd
with
be my
the
best
leaders
friend.
and the doers, because you'll see them popping up, and you'll see
There's a couple of things
amount
that
of
we have
people they're
done
bringing in,
recently,
'cause you
and
can
we've
see
actually
them in
created
your
a
downline.
WhatsApp group.
So you got to get to know those people, right? And
for people to
take
join.
inventory all the time
If you
on
want
who's
to, that would
running
be
on your
awesome.
team. Like, who's in your
And
team
it's just
leg
any
1,
information
team
about the
leg
scam
2,
that you
team
can
leg 3.
would be
And here's the
absolutely
thing.
awesome.
My
If you're
leaders
watching
are
the
going to spill
rerun,
over into some of you guys' organizations, and their
if you're
leaders are going to
watching the
spill over.
rerun,
So I don't care
you
that
should
you
be able to
don't
hit the
feel like
double
you have a
dots
team.
and
You're
scoot
about to
to
have
the
a
right,
team,
and you'll see the live
because
chat.
the
And you'll see the
matrix
link in
fills
there.
up. I'm going to show
And
you
even better,
real
I
quick,
will
and I'm
actually
almost done, I
put
promise. The E stands for
a
evolve.
paragraph in the
Just like
description
mankind
of this video,
evolved,
so you can
you guys
find the
got to
group.
evolve. You got to become better leaders. Some people have already dropped off because it's like, this is too long. God, here she goes again. And you got to
Yeah,
understand,
here she
some of
goes
your
again.
people are going to fall off. It's okay. Don't chase them. Just keep moving, and they're going to have to catch up with you, right? You got to grow through the challenges. You got to grow through the process. You have to embrace it. Don't change the system, change your approach. So don't stop piquing interest. Hey, vibe is where it's at. You got to take a look at it. You got time. Can you get on a 12 o'clock or 8 o'clock call? Okay, I'm going to call you right after the call. So answer. And I'll give you 2 minutes of my time, but I want to know what you like best. You guys got to follow the system and market everywhere, okay? And the R stands for you got to be refined. You have to change. I've had to change.
Excuse me.
I used to be like, get out of my face if you don't want to do it, because I'm going after my hopes and dreams. And I had to change a little bit. I had to get a little softer.
Oh, really? So you're as hard as nails.
That I couldn't.
And you couldn't
punch you guys too much in the stomach with cotton
chisel
gloves.
anything off your
I
heart.
had to become more refined.
And now
I had to
you've
figure
become
out
a
what
bit softer,
level
and you're
or
still as
phase
hard
you
as
were in.
nails.
So I need to know where you guys are at. How many of you guys are baby networkers? Just put a B in the chat, right? Because I can see you. You're a baby networker.
Right.
You don't really have a network. This is probably going to be your biggest win you've ever had in network marketing. And lucky you, because some of you are just getting into the industry. Lucky to my son, because on my son's first rip at 18, being in network marketing,
really appreciate that super chat.
$10,000 a month.
I do like
He
those.
did, not me. He had
Thank you very much.
$10,000 a month in 4 months. and he had his own team and he was doing his own calls at 18. And then at 18 again, he hit 20,000 a month in 3 weeks in his first company. So when we left that company and that company left us, he went through a little bit of a small depression because that's a lot of money to give to a young kid. And then the company mishandles everything and then he has to go work a job.
Right. So we're going to add the link to the WhatsApp group. If you want to join that, it will be in the description. I haven't added it yet, but it will be there in a few seconds.
And we launched this company on his birthday. So
all I need you guys to do is thank you very much. It's the second donation you've given me this week.
Almost done.
The last 48 hours. So thank you so much. It really means a lot.
Don't make your minimum your maximum.
I shouldn't be here. I should be doing my drop shipping. I am going to go live later on and show some people some drop shipping that I'm working on. But I haven't done that yet. I've got hooked into doing another one of these videos.
Who signed up.
I'm just breathtaken by the fact that this lady wants to use her children. Name,
but I know Ann Kress is in there, and I got all the way down like
oh my God, stop it, guys. I won't need to work for a living. Thank you very much.
Me, and Sam's like, I'm stressed. I need to make some money. I don't think my family is going to necessarily be in this business. And I said, and my sponsor, I don't know if my sponsor knows.
Hey, I'm making more money than she is.
The sponsor's David Miller. I'm like, okay, let's introduce you to David.
I go to those other YouTubers that do this stuff, and they've been doing the same stuff for the last 10 years. And you just watch people throw money at them all the time, and like $100 notes, $500 notes. I saw somebody do the other day. So it's just incredible.
Talk to Sterling. I did a
That's what I was hoping originally when I started doing YouTube, but 3 years later.
I said, hey, this is your upline.
I do really appreciate the donations. I really appreciate it.
Here's a gentleman who I know is super dialed in. He's called me on the phone. I don't know your other
I must call him on the phone again.
Now, but let me introduce you to Sterling, just in case you can't get a hold of anybody else, right?
You turned the phone ringing off.
Sam's here. He said, hi, I'm here. Hi, Sam. And Sam's never really made money in network marketing before, but he's about to make money this time, right? Because he's going to follow my plan to a T. He's going to make a massive list of 50 to 100 people.
Now let's
within
go
24
and
to 72 hours. You guys need to
be
launching your business. So I'm going to start official launches starting this week coming up, right?
Official launches.
You're going to get on my calendar, and then we're going to follow up immediately. Everybody type immediately. You don't do a launch call when we get off of here and then you go eat a sandwich. All right,
so now we are
this isn't a launch call, this is a training.
Phone.
You go eat a sandwich and then you call the person the next day and you're like, hey, did you get on my call? They don't remember. I don't remember what I said when I get off these calls. I just pass out for 2 seconds, right? They're not going to remember. So listen to me. I do a presentation that's like 23 minutes to 30 minutes. Always. You don't have to worry about it. Yes, I'm long-winded as a teacher.
What do we call this?
But when I present, I start at 8:07 on the dot, and I'm done by 8:20.
If you're watching this, have a go with the
8:30 at the latest. If I go past 8:32, I'm going to be mad at myself.
Probably won't. We've got 7 votes so far. We need a few more, guys. If you haven't done the poll, it's in the chat room with the YouTube channel.
Then hang up the phone.
You have to find my YouTube channel. Just go to Danny.
Peak interest, show the plan, 3-way to close, PS3, right? So understand, and you guys are going to have marketing materials where you can just send people a link and they can watch a recording 24 hours a day. But here's the most important thing. Everybody look at this. Number 4. Here's where you're going to drop the ball. How many of you really want to be legend and are still with me? Just put me in the chat because there's 785 of you on here. And I'm almost done, I promise. I need you to lock in. No TV, no nothing, because at $442,860 a month,
that's my website address. If you want to check out my website address
on your TV,
you'll be some new things here.
So focus, right? Focus. But number 4, people always mess up number 4. When you peak interest, you have to enroll excited people and introduce them to all the leaders. So Vanessa Watts, James, Deidre, Hopewell. I'm just looking at your names in here. You have to introduce your people. Javian's the bomb.com. I can't wait. And he's a DJ. We're going to have so much fun. Javian's one of the best leaders ever. Andy's a DJ. So we always have a DJ at the party, right? I just saw Javian. Hi, Javian. And Tony brought JVN in. They've worked together and we all vibed out together, all of us in other companies.
Advise what I think it was.
You guys
I don't
have
really
to
want to think about
enroll
them
them
vibing out
and
together.
introduce them to a leader. So I would introduce them to somebody else. Hey, Priscilla Moore, I want to introduce you to my partner, JVN. He is thebomb.com. If you can't reach me, I want you to connect with him. But I tend to like, now I want to go introduce Priscilla to Deidre Hopewell or Vanessa Watts. And I'm like, hey, so we're all taking care of each other, because if I'm not available, I need you guys to know that you can reach somebody else.
There's a lady who really thinks too much of herself, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody type ASAP in the chat.
ASAP.
Schedule your new members launch call ASAP. The minute that they sign up in the business is the minute that you need to focus on getting them paid. Right now, it's easy for you guys because you're going to make money during pre-launch.
She's got 773 people in here. She has literally lost 200 people since she's been going on.
Everybody will start to lock in their $25.
It's a hard case, isn't it?
And you have to pay $25 for your kit.
You will see that we've got
16th at 1 o'clock.
We've managed to spam the chat room with lots of good stuff. And the only way she could get rid of that is by right-clicking and hitting delete on all those messages. And I would have spammed that chat room probably
You're not going to fall in the matrix, and everybody's
80 times. And you can see all the messages here.
Right? And all you guys have to do is just
and
run
everybody
hard.
in this chat room, I've got your name
be in the matrix,
and your handle.
You're going to be at the top because everybody after is coming in under you guys. So immediately,
so it's not a pyramid scheme
focus
then?
on scheduling their
and
launch
yes,
call.
you're right.
So you got to plug all of
product.
them into the training. Where should everybody be right now? Who wants to talk to me?
Jail.
Where should everybody be to get the information right now?
Or
if you want to make
group.
sure you stay plugged in, where should you be right now?
You want to make sure you're plugged in, go to the Telegram group.
And if you message me outside the Telegram, I'm not going to respond.
Right. That's just
send
sharing the love.
Ticket, because right now I'm rolling. I'm rolling right now. I don't have time, but I will look at them at night when I'm like laying down. I go through my text messages.
She will look at them, mate. You're privileged, but you still want, and she wants to take your money as well.
I'm trying to get the company off the ground with the owners. I'm on
with the owners
corporate calls. I'm making
Why
sure
wouldn't
that
you say who the owners
is how it's supposed to be.
And all of a sudden she said this was my company.
Tony doesn't need me.
And now she's claiming that it has owners.
Need me, but I still have to meet with our whole corporate partners sometimes too.
What
so you guys got to
partners?
Duplicate steps 1 through 6 over again. You sign up a person, get them to make a list, schedule the call within 24 to 72 hours, have them do the call, help them to pique interest, enroll excited people.
Okay, we're going to 11 votes now. Do we need a few more? If you're in the
training, duplicate
if you're in the chat
6.
room, please do
over and over and over and over again.
Participate
over and
with
over and over again. How about if none
vote?
Of your invites are in your back office? You should be in the Telegram, and it says it. And don't say that out loud, because my sister's going to bite your head off. Go to the Telegram, because she tells you exactly what you need to do if you're missing people. So I'm going to do her a favor, not answer that question. Go to the Telegram. It's in there, right? Number 4, you guys have to do number 4. It's most important.
All right, so we got
introduce all new members to a leader. Focus on duplicating and treat all the members like you signed them up. I really don't care who you guys' sponsors are, because if you show yourself to be a leader, I'm going to act like I signed you up. Meaning, I'm going to
you're going to treat everyone the same, no matter who you gave the $25 to.
I don't care that your sponsor
she does really, because she's talking about it. You wouldn't be talking about it if you didn't care.
Plugged in and they don't get on any calls. I don't care. And you shouldn't either, because it's a matrix and it doesn't matter.
She does not care.
Right? You just got to wiggle your way up and find the leaders, right? So duplication is key. Drive your legs, right? Peak interest, edify, 3-way, launch calls, enroll people, plug them into the system. And then guess what? When Bob signs up, and then Bob signs up Sue, get to know Sue, get to know Tim, get to know Jan, get to know Tom, get to know Pat, and do it.
Coughing away.
Like, drive yourself down until you find a leader. Usually it takes about 6 levels to drive down before you find somebody who's serious. That's why I'm always looking. Who's your sponsor? Because I can see the master list. So understand this. Focus on you for once. Go 7 to 15 wide. The matrix fills up from left to right. So when people start to fall in the matrix, guys, the company's on top. We only have 3 spots. We only have 9 spots on the second level. We only have 27 spots on the third level. When people start to fall in, they're going to fall in like this, like one here, and then one over here, and then one over here. And then it's going to go back just like that. Then it's going to go back, find the next spot, right?
All right. So if you go to the description, I've added the link
duplicate 3
to the WhatsApp group that we're
10
doing.
times and you'll max out the matrix. Duplicate 3 10 times and you'll max out the matrix. So enroll 3 to 5, 15 people, H3, G3. Help 3,
here we go.
Get 3, and duplicate.
Imagine if we had like 1,000 people in our chat room when we were doing this.
If you want to lead, you got to lead yourself
and we managed
first.
to get so much awareness around what we were doing that we actually started to make a real difference. Wouldn't that just be friggin' amazing?
Then it goes there.
That was my ultimate goal, guys, is to actually do that.
A Vibe legend makes unlimited income. So act now, everybody. Relaunch as many times as you possibly can, as many times as it takes for you to see results. Keep launching, keep launching, keep launching until you get through your list. Your today homework is make launch flyers, but we're making you some. So just hold off because Tony will be on you because everything has to look the same. So she's making you guys some flyers that you can use. At 12 o'clock, 8 o'clock, invite.
Where is she?
Eventually, these will be 20 minutes where we're just doing the presentation. But right now we're training because we're in pre-launch. Focus on you, then them. Everybody's like, I need to help my team. Help your team by signing up as many people as possible so they get spillover. 7 unlocks the door for more. 7 unlocks the door for more. Legends never die. So ask yourself this. You want to live forever? Then you better do something. Because my favorite person, not a rapper, but I literally still cry. I painted my whole house, my condo blue. I have every Nipsey Hussle, everything, right?
Her condo. She lives in a little pokey apartment.
He's not even black. He's
and
Eritrean.
here she's claiming she made $100,000 a month.
He's from Eritrea.
What is she doing with her money?
And Nipsey Hussle was the first one to really, truly grew up. He was a rolling 60s Crip, right? Because that's all he could see. That's it. Everybody successful in his neighborhood were dope boys. They sold drugs. They took care of their families. And listen, it ain't right, but a lot of people out here, like, they're struggling. And I'm not saying that's
certified to sell to the New Zealand market. There's a $10,000 fine for each product if you don't adhere to the rules.
I want to own my own stuff.
Just doing
so he
some
didn't
work
sell
while
out
I'm
to the industry.
listening to this.
He owned his own everything, his music, and he sold music out of his trunks, CDs. Don't get off the call now because when it gets real, some people are like, I don't want to hear this. Yeah, because you don't want to see it. But this is why I'm doing it. And Nipsey Hussle worked hard. He owned his own stuff. He started Vector 90. Vector 90 was a place for young people to go who wanted to start businesses. He went all over the world. He was in the crypto space and he was gunned down in front of his record store, gunned down by a person who just was kind of mental and crazy and shot him and killed him, right?
Wow.
But Nipsey said,
that really connected with me. Did it connect with you guys?
Instead of trying to build a brick wall, lay a brick.
Okay, so the poll was going quite well.
You're going to look up and you're going to have a brick wall.
What's Megan Lynch?
We don't need you to build the wall, right?
For using
we need you to
her
lay a
kids
brick.
in scams.
We need you to get serious.
It's part
we need
of
you
God's
to get focused.
plan.
But I don't honestly need
the
all of
junior
you. I need 1% of 8,100.
It's a family bonding time.
That's it.
Kids love pyramids.
I need 100 strong,
and
really, who want to get to legend, and we'll get there
together. It's part of God's
together.
plan.
Honestly, I only need 3 of you.
The look of
3,
it, which is a bit of a laugh.
3, and we'll still max out the matrix. So I'm excited about what we have.
So we're going to end the poll, unless you want to have a last-minute vote.
Off this call
Please
now.
have
I
a
got
vote.
5.5 hours to drive. I'm about to go.
She's going to
crazy.
Mexico.
If you can't get me, it's because like you should have
Any
got
last
me
voters?
before we got big, right?
Well,
now, like
Closing
everybody, you know, that song back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You all want me. People I was talking to before, my old leaders, they're all like, Megan, I need to talk to you. I don't have time now.
I'm a busy lady.
I don't have time now because I got too many people who are wanting my attention. I don't have time to talk.
She doesn't have time for anybody. Just give me $25.
We are building, right? And I'm building something bigger than a network marketing company.
Oh, yeah.
So
she's
it's
just
not
building something in a thin air.
You know, it doesn't
We have a theory on what she's
I look
actually
at the
doing,
haters who put
which we'll
stuff
play
on,
after
and
she
it
shuts
doesn't
shuts
surprise
up.
me because I'm doing something so big with my twin sister, with Andre, with
And
Tony, with my leaders. It doesn't
and with your
surprise me that
6-year-old
people are
kid.
hating. I love it. Bring it on, right? Because we're about to change the world. Remember, I told you guys that.
She's going to change the world. She's like
This on
God.
purpose. Remember, I told you that because we're going to reach millions of people. Because you
Millions
have
of
no
people. Well, you
idea
need to get
what's going on right now.
$442,000 a month coming in, won't you?
And I'm not going to tell you
Elon
right
Musk
now
will tell you a
because
few secrets if he wants some
you'll see it.
experience on that.
Right? You will see it. Millions will be in this company in Vibe. And I'm recording for a reason. Millions. We will
Well,
reach
I'm recording for you too, Gil.
millions.
So don't you worry there.
And you guys are in first. So get off this call and go share the vibe with everybody.
Ooh, share your
Peace and
vibe.
blessings,
Make sure it's
everybody.
clean.
Love you.
Alrighty, we're going to probably make this one into a blog. So is she gone? Is she? Have we lost her? What's she done? Is that it? Okay, so we're going to shut down. So while she's trying to shut down the meeting, we will read what we posted in the chat room 80 times. So this is what we posted.
The
Attention
recording
everyone
has
in the
stopped.
Zoom meeting. This is a warning. You are currently participating in a fraudulent scheme. The organizers of this meeting have made numerous false promises and misleading claims. If you've invested money or time, please be aware that you are being scammed. You should know that this meeting is being monitored, and all participants, including their activities, are being reported to relevant authorities. Additionally, this session is being streamed live on YouTube HD.
Oops. So yeah, so I send out a warning like that, which isn't too bad. Now what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go to my let's see if we can go to here. So what I use, everybody, I don't hide the fact that I use ChatGPT. So I'm going to finish this off by doing a blog, and I'm going to teach you. If you don't know anything about ChatGPT, it's a really powerful tool I use. Could you please use the final YouTube description pasted below and turn it into an informative blog using everything that you have in your history that may add to the updated story. The highlight of this video is the fact that Megan was using Regan's 6-year-old daughter to come onto a Zoom meeting to shock people. Well, not to shock people, a meeting to tell people that her auntie isn't scamming people, and they were alleging that she knew a lot about business. I don't know, it won't quite come out like that, but what I'm doing is I post that down below, and the next minute what we do is, so what we have got, we've got this twin exposes, which is our WhatsApp group, and you'll find that you'll find the links to that actually in the description of the video. But let's just say we want to, I'm going to show you some stuff. Like after I do a live, I basically have 5 places that I post blogs to, and one is Medium, the other one is my own website, another one is Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, and then I have LinkedIn, and I also have one I never get right called Substack. And what we do is I'm going to show you, I'm just going to shut down. So we've got, this is their website. And when we started following these two girls a few days ago, they said that they were going to launch the name of the company and they were going to launch a way where people could some way invest. But now they have a launch that seems to have stretched out to 37 days long. So she's doing what she calls is building. She's basically telling everyone to find 7 stupid people in your life who want to invest $25 in her company that doesn't have a product or a service. And then when she releases the product or service, you will be so brainwashed into thinking it's the right thing to do, and it's only $25, that you'll probably, the majority of the people in that Zoom meeting will probably do it. So anyway, this is the countdown. Now, if you are in the back end of the website, like I am, you have a profile, and you can go in here, and by the time I get this video live, she will realize that I have a profile. So you can fill out all your details. You can choose whether you get Telegram notifications. So if you enable your Telegram notifications, which is quite funny, open Telegram, and now technically speaking, I will get notified by the notifier, which is absolutely brilliant. And I can now sit there and get notified. So that's quite clever technology, really, I must say. And then you can obviously list what you want to be notified with, change your password, and the next thing you've got is your dashboard. Now, this is very similar to Tammy Jackson's back end of her website, and we've got a link to that, but we won't get distracted. And then under here, you've got your referrals. And this is just a basic login to a system which will enable you to sell products and get commissions along the way. And she'll come up with products, chuck them in here, you introduce your downline to them, and you'll clip a ticket and you'll just get money. The products won't be real. However, in saying that, we actually did have an interesting email today from somebody. One of our subscribers actually posted a question, and I went to find the subscriber, and he said this sounds very much like another opportunity that was out there on the market not too long ago. And I'm going to see if I can, I'm just going to, and while I'm here, I just want you guys to know is we actually have a database and we gather information. So for example, we have a database on Regain, right? And this is her sister. And we also have, sorry, I'm being a bit blurry here. We also have a database on Megan, and Megan's more extensive. But these are all the recordings. We've got recordings of her, screenshots of her, associates of her. We've got PDFs of the program that she was doing the other day, version 1, version 2. And this information is available to government agents. And that's what we do. So if you go to, so what I haven't done yet, I won't do it now, but I could link it all through. But in the meantime, what I might as well do associates. So she's associated with Tammy Jackson and her sister. And that's what we're doing at the moment. And then we've obviously got this vibes. Oh, actually, I will do it because this is quite interesting. If we go to here, because I've got this website address open, I can do a screenshot on this because I probably won't be in here too long. Also, if you are a guru, right-click on this website, go into inspect and go through the code. You may be interested in some interesting stuff in there, which I haven't been looking at for a while. So I go to Ponzi schemes and scams, and I've decided that I'm going to monitor another one. So I go to one of my existing Ponzi schemes and scams, and I duplicate it. And then I go into that Ponzi scheme and scam, and I basically just post the website address, and that's the first part of information that I've got. Now, the name of the scam seems to be, I don't know why it's like this, but it's VYB. Is that it? VYB. Right. And now I'm going to drag that over to, oops, I think it happens when you want it to. I always do things live. Don't know why I torture myself doing this. So that will just remind me of the website. And now we'll go to this little wee icon here. And we have actually got their logo, which I grabbed off the internet. So now I have a logo. And then I come into here and I look for people who are marketing it. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab the name of the company here, open that up, and here's the URL. And now I'm going to go back to the home, persons of interest. And we've currently got about 350 people in this database, and we've got them now broken into countries. So we literally have government agents who have access to our information, and they can just help themselves to this information if they want to. So now I'm going to open up both her and her sister. And also we're going to go back to Americans. I'm just going to see if I can open this in a new tab because there's 3 people I want to open in here. And I'll show you a prime example of what we actually do with that information. So let's just go to the one that is open. The first, I've never seen these people. What am I trying to say, Danny? I'm trying to say I haven't tracked these people before. So this lady here is now actively promoting her own Ponzi scheme or scam. And here she may, in the past, have been promoting her own Ponzi scheme or scam, but I've never followed her since then. I've only been following her since I saw her online with Tammy Jackson. So now we come to here, and these are all the Americans, and we're now literally looking for Tammy Jackson. So there's Tammy Jackson. Now I know that Tammy Jackson will be promoting this opportunity because they're like sisters from another lover. So now I go to Ponzi schemes and scams that Tammy Jackson has been promoting, and you'll see her Miracle Cash and more. There's a few others that I know of, but I haven't added them because I've got better things to do in my life. And I put her in there. And then I go back to Tammy Jackson's from the US. And that's something else I don't think I've done actually, have I? Megan Lynch. Because we know that she is from the US. So I'm now going to update that. US, put it in brackets. And that helps me just identify. And the same with her sister, which I have got in US. So now we've got 3 people. Now I want to go right click on that, open new tab. And I'm just being a bit lazy here because I will forget to do this once I get offline. But you'll see what I'm actually doing. And also I think it's good when Megan and Regain watch this and realize that we are actually gathering information. So everything they do online should make them nervous. Because these people, so now we've shouldn't be doing this type of activity. So now what I do is I go to, here and I go to marketers and I create a column and then I call it marketers. And then I go to links one, and you'll start to see, and I try to make this, because all this information can be printed off as one PDF. So now I go to Regan and I paste here and here because these are marketers of this scam. And it's always a bit messy when I start doing this. But anyway, you'll get the idea. So now I've got that. And where we've got Megan Lynch. So I need to refresh that. And excuse me. Taking a wee while to refresh. All right, so Megan Lynch didn't do what it's meant to do, but that's okay. We'll come here. We'll go to Megan. Oh, it didn't save the US, did it? That's what I was looking for. Sorry about that. All right, now we're talking. Right, so now we've got that name. Come back to here, and that's the last person in the 3. Now, I know there's other people promoting it, and we come to the first person who's promoting it, and then a sister, and we're in. So if anyone was to ask me for information on this particular company, I could theoretically go through here and promote today's video. So for example, I come in here and I now promote that there. And there's a little bit of information about the company and the like. So I could also, now I come back to ChatGPT. So I don't need this database open anymore. And if you are a government agent or a news reporter and you want access to my database, just contact me through your website, and we'll use that information to do what we do well. Okay, so it sounds like she's got all the hallmarks of all the good software to run a proper scam. So you'll probably find that some scammer outfit has actually contacted her in the past and said, look, we're thinking of running a scam and we'll pay you to actually do what you do, which is actually really cool. So I'm just shutting down a few of my windows, and now we'll just shut it right down, and we will get back to the basics in a second. Well, the basics are I want to produce a blog. And I don't know if you guys do any blogging, but this is how I roll, and this is how I do my blogs. So first thing I need is the blog. So what I've done is I've created a category in ChatGPT, and everything about Megan that I've been writing in that same category. Yeah. Oh, she's traveling to Dubai. Well, she must be then. So that will be, if she's traveling to Dubai, she must be working with some big players. It could be people like Kalpesh Patel. Who really knows? You know what I'm saying? We just never know. So it's just incredible. Here's the blog. So now we've got a blog ready to go using child to validate the Ponzi scheme. That's exactly what she's doing. So I don't even know if this reads properly. And because I'm dyslexic, I don't actually read much. But I do know the power of when people search for Megan Lynch, which is going to be quite cool. So let's go. We're going to go through, open up all these blogs. And currently my website is getting a denial server attack. I believe it's coming from Shavis and War. And the reason I know this is we registered a domain name called liquidpay.com, liquid without an I at the start. There's 2 I's in liquid, but the first I drops off and goes lq.com. And since we've had that, he did a denial server attack on that last week. And then last night, I wondered why my website wouldn't load. And then I got an email from my service provider telling me that they are experiencing a denial server attack on my website, which is quite interesting. So if you do go there, you'll probably have to verify or validate that you are a human. Right, so let's get into it. So this is what I normally do after we and I think I've just shut down what I wanted to do. Layout, headers, siders. Where the heck is it gone? Customs. I can't believe this. I've just shut down what I wanted to. Slug. Discussion. What have I done? I've just shut down the main part of what I wanted to do. Oh, here we go. General. Okay, so the first thing I do is I make sure a title is 60 characters long. So I'm going to go back to, we get to the word Ponzi. It says, Megan, the shocking tactics using a child to validate. There's Megan tactics. So I'm going to put that back in there again and get rid of shocking tactics using a child to validate a Ponzi. Let's try scam. 61 characters long. All right, so I'm just going to take that out of there. So that doesn't look pretty, but it needs to be 60 characters long. And now I put it in the category, which is going to be a Ponzi scheme or a scam. So those two are for the SEO. Deep, right. Okay, so now we've got 100 out of 100. Now I'm going to grab the image. Now, if you are going to use an image in a blog, you really want to think about it. So I've got an image that you won't see at the moment, which I've got in the background. And the file name of that image is going to be renamed to match the title of the blog. So at the moment, it's called the wrong name. So I'm just going to rename that. You won't see it, but I promise you it will be worthwhile. Now, if you rename the image file name to match the same as the title, it will help. It's not like a guarantee, but it is actually a help that it will that we whoops, I'm just renaming this file. So I put hyphens in between a file name. Right, now you won't see this anyway, but so these are all the images I've used in previous blogs. Waiting for it to upload. And in a second it would have finished. And I'm going to turn off my Wi-Fi so that my AirPlay. So now I'm going to have faster internet. Hopefully I should have done that earlier. All right, set that off. And there's my image. Now we work our way back up. So the first thing I want to do is grab the blog and, it's done the links. Oh, it might work. Hold it. We'll see if it does. I'll see if it lets the links go through. So we're now going to go back to my blog and hopefully with a bit of luck. It did. So that's quite cool. So I personally like any link to be bold. So I'm going to bold those. Whoop. Did I get it? I didn't think I did. No, I didn't. Link. Whoops, I'm doing everything wrong here. But I got stage fright. Buy me a cup of coffee. Hold it. Right. So that's good. Now, what I do at the top, if you're doing a blog on WordPress, it's a good idea to make the first paragraph heading 3, H3 they call it. The second paragraph, I make it heading 4. And that gives it different varieties of sizes of text for different devices. And for some reason, that's meant to help your SEO. Don't know why, but it does. Now, it wants me to add, I add an image, and it wants me to link back to my own website because that helps SEO. If you cross-reference a blog back into itself, meaning its own website, that helps. So what I do to do that is I got an image like this, which is me. I link it back, custom URL, and I link it back to my homepage of the website, and I click update. And now we're done. Right, now I need an excerpt. An excerpt is something that will give me a summary of what the blog's about. Now, I use shortcut keys all the time. So if I go chat G2, it comes up and says, could you please provide me a list of high-ranking keywords and hashtags for the above information? And now what it will do is go through the whole article and everything that I've ever written and come up with the most coolest hashtags that will help me rank, and also meta tag words. So there's those words, meta tag, and now I'm going to hash them into there. I'm going to go back and we're going to grab the excerpt, which is normally no more than 160 characters. And I come down here and I hash that out. And we're done, I think. Now, the other thing I like to do is I like to have these in bold. So I go heading 2, B. And then I go heading number 2, B. Fight against these, whatever, B, and heading number 2. I did that one backwards just to keep you on your toes. Click here, whoops. Click here to join chat. Now, I don't know why that's all done one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave. I'm going to just go, now that's the chat room. And we'll go B, and hopefully, yep. So there we go. Click here to join. That's a wee bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? Click here to join. I don't know we need that one, so I don't know. I don't know what to do with that one. I don't know we need click here to join. Click link to join, and then we're going to go like that, and we're going to paste that somewhere you can't see, and then we're going to go here, and we've got link, and then we're going to go space. Well, there's a lot of things that I just take for granted. Right, click link to join. Hopefully I spelled join right. Rightio, where are we up to? Right, uncovering the truth. Once again, B and 2. Links media, B and 2, bold. Hope I'm teaching you guys stuff. And then we've got heading 2 and B. I normally miss one, so I'm just making sure I don't. Opportunity 2, B, sticker display, and 2 and B. Right, so we're theoretically just about finished. And when I say just about finished, we're now at a score of 93 out of 100, which is quite interesting. So now we're going to go to the backend builder. And the backend builder allows us to add cubes, and I need to add in the video. And the video, would you believe, is the one that we're doing right now. So now we go video ID, which didn't copy through, just Murphy's Law. And now we'll go back and try that again. And we put the video ID without the / center. I want the video to be 1920. I want the blog to be 1880. I don't want the sound to play, and I want it to auto play, but I don't want the sound to come on when they visit my blog. So here you go. So now we've got what we should have is a published blog on my website. What does that do? What are you talking about? Search engine optimization. What is SEO? Steve, you know what SEO is. Steve's my old boss. And we've been working on the internet for, Jesus. What did I work out the other day? I was your best man at your wedding, and I said I've been your friend since whatever. Oh, I've forgotten how long ago it was. 1993. So 30 years ago, Steve and I started working together doing optimization shit. Which is quite a laugh, really. Anyway, so now what we have is a lady with a blurry face, 2 pictures of the kid with blurry face eyes, the video that we're doing right now with her logo in the back, and a bit of a bigger text, a bit smaller text, and all those lovely bolds, things that are in exposing the truth. That's quite cool. And then we've got other videos that I've done in the past, and buy me a cup of coffee link, which I see there's a lowercase. So if I want to fix that up, I have to go all the way back. Makes a site more appealing to Google. I call it search engine friendly, actually. Right, so now we come along here, and I fix up this here. Now, there was a conspiracy theory a bit today, which I thought was actually quite valid, and I kind of want to see. So if you want to go have a look at my blog that I've just done, I will give you the link, copy the link, and you'll see it in the chat room about now. And when that reloads, which it just did, what we have now is the template that I use to do all my other blogs. So this is my main blog, which is my website. But I do want to go through something that we discovered this morning. I think it might be in here, actually. So I'm going to read it. And I think this is what these people might actually be doing. So these are all the notes I had. But somebody commented and said they think they know what they might be doing. And I think this is really valid. So I've made a post on it. And you'll see this on the bottom of all the videos I've got. So listen to this theory.
Question from one of our subscribers. Didn't Halton Bugs have iBoomerang vibe? Answer. You're absolutely onto something. A lot of these scams seem to be rinse and repeat versions of previous ventures. For those unfamiliar, Halton Bugs is a prominent figure in the multi-level marketing MLM world and has been associated with two ventures. iBoomerang, launched in 2019, this MLM company sold travel and lifestyle products. It used a giving approach, where members, known as ambassadors, shared discount codes, called boomerangs, with potential customers. Ambassadors earn commissions from the bookings made using those codes. Vibe Rides, as part of iBoomerang, this was a ride-sharing service meant to compete with companies like Uber and Lyft. However, it operated with an MLM twist, tied to iBoomerang's network of ambassadors. The connection you've made is intriguing. Could Megan and Megan Lynch be trying to relaunch a failed strategy, or perhaps mimicking Halton Bugs' approach to capitalize on its familiarity? Whether or not Bugs himself is involved, it's clear they are borrowing elements from past MLM playbooks. Great question, and thanks for bringing this up. It might help others see through the recycled tactics these schemes often use.
Yeah, so hopefully that made sense. But the point was that these sisters probably are coming up with something similar to that. But often what we've found is they use tactics that have been used before. Now, it could even be, like, if you watch Behind MLM in Oz, they will literally tell you that something's been around before. And for something, like, remember she got into Hyperverse, I think in 2020 maybe, or maybe 21. So the chances of her being involved with this something else that has historically got some history could be actually feasible, I reckon. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm republishing the blogs, and this is the excitement of my life, I tell you. Medium, we're trying to get a picture up here now, so we'll go and find a picture. And I don't know if there's any quicker way of doing this, but I think if you publish a, yeah, so this will be that. Could not connect. It's telling me it's got problems already. Buy me a cup of coffee, I love, because people give me donations. However, sometimes it doesn't go the way I hope, which is a bit of a pain. And it's telling me that something's not right at the moment, and for some reason my picture is in the wrong place. Try that one there. There we go. Alrighty-go. So that's going to help. So now I need to come here, and I did see one of these actually tell me I could have an intro, but I can't find that now. Where's the intro gone? Intro. Must be this one. Yes, it is. Subtitle, it's called. Done. Right. So hopefully that's launched, and now we should be able to hit a picture, upload an image, and upload. Let's see what we've got. Oh, look at that. It's all coming together. I love it when a plan comes together. Right, so we've got an image on that one ready to go. We've got an image on that one ready to go. And we've got an image on that one ready to go. So now what we need is text. So now we just grab all that text from the blog. And, and 1, 2, 3. There we go. Copy. Right, so now we come back here. We paste the first bit of text. Done. Looking like it's formatted properly. Not too bad. Acceptable. Buy me a cup of coffee. That looks like it's saved. Sometimes it doesn't. The picture disappears. That's good. Now we're doing LinkedIn. All the links are working. There's a space here, which we're going to leave actually, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then the last one is here. Looks all pretty good. Now the exciting part, we go and grab the video, copy. This is where it gets a bit tricky. Right, so let's finish these off. So the first one, we want to put a link to the video. And it goes and guess where it turns up? Down the bottom. No, it didn't. Right, let's go back. Now they're all different, so we've got to figure out how to do it. So first one, put a bit of a space. Picture, and it says, I think that's embed. Let's see what happens. Whoop. Nothing. It's not at the bottom again. Sometimes it shoots off to the bottom and you realize you've got it there twice, so I have to check. Okay, what's the chances of it being in the right place? No, it's stuffed up. Have we got it in here twice now? I actually think we have we? Hold it. Oh, we have, haven't we? Oh my goodness, what a joke. Is it right? I think we've stuffed up here. I think it's actually, yeah, it is. We've stuffed up. So let's go back to the start. And we're going to go to here. We're going to go back to here, and we're going to make sure we did copy that link. This is all in the day's work of a Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And there, and hopefully that will turn into a blog. Nope. Mongrel. Whoops. Okay, so now we're going to go back here, and we're going to look for, hopefully, a plus, and then we're going to go movie, paste, enter. You're going to do it? Won't do it. Okay, so now I need to fool it into thinking it's not a live video. This is what you do. You watch this. You go back here and you type in a special character, YouTube T, and then put it there. And now I have paste, and I go enter. Enter. Let's see what happens. No. It's turned into a disaster, guys. Right, this one here, we're going to delete. Okay, we'll get rid of that and start again. I have a plan and it will work. Right, so now we go save, and we're going to go picture, and we'll paste it. We're using a different link, which didn't work that time. We're going to do it again. We want that underlining to be gone. All right, wish me luck. 1, 2, movie, paste, enter. And it will turn up this time. See, there's more than 2 ways to skin a cat. Ah, my goodness. And I've lost everything. Have I? Oh, no, it's coming back. Here it is. Oh, my goodness. That was a... Yes, so now we have the thumbnail, the video, and the blog. And if I had my way around it, I would probably make that different font, but I've had enough, and that's good enough. So this is on Medium. So now I go publish. And it asks me for topics. Now I ain't got all day. So I normally just chuck in there crypto, and we put scam, and there's normally a word called alert. Yep, scam alert. And the other one is, we'll put kids for a change. See if there's anything in there, kids and tech. And now we go publish now. So it's publishing. That's great. Now we go back to buy me a cup of coffee, and we will probably, hopefully not have the same problem here. So we now go to that link, paste the URL for the video, and voila. Now that should be pretty cool. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my news list, you can see I've got 76 followers here at the moment. And we also click on Ponzi Schemes and Scams, and we go publish now. And that will send a newsletter to anyone that's subscribed to buy me a cup of coffee, which is free. And the next one is LinkedIn, which we'll leave to last. I'll explain that one in a second. Okay, so now we've got the video way down the bottom. That's just great. It's not quite what we want. But anyway, let's go put it back up the top. Let's see if we can do it that way. No, it's not going to do it that way. We can put a link. I think that will work. A link. That's not going to work. There must be a way. It must be that one there. I think you just put that there. Oh, here we go. So is that the video? It is the video. Well, that was complicated. Right, so now we have the image, and now we have the video. Even though the picture's the same, it's not ideal, and that did turn up there, so now we have to turn that one off. Right, so we've actually stuffed up quite majorly here. And Danny can't help himself, so he's going to fix it. So we're going to start again, grab all the text, and exposes. We're going to go back to this one, make sure that's done its job. That's been posted, so get rid of that one. That's been posted, and now we're going back to here, and we need to fix up the brokens, and it's just easier to repost the whole damn lot. Right, in 1, 2, paste. Right, and now we should have, oh my goodness. Oh, I see what it's done. It's decided to embed the video that was in there. I don't even know why that's doing that. Okay, so I don't want that there though. I'll just take it out. Expose to expose the scam. YouTube. And maybe if I paste it. Oops. No. Live on YouTube, and then I'll get rid of that colon. That makes sense. Don't know what went wrong there, but anyway, let's go continue. Now we want everyone to get it. We want everyone to be able to do comments, and we want to schedule this, and we want this to go off tomorrow, which is the 11th, and we'll do it at 10 o'clock because somebody said that they get too many of my emails, so now I just do one a day. And if I schedule the next one, I might do at the same time. They'll get 2 emails at the same time, which won't be so bad. And we send it scheduling, and that will be posted tomorrow at 10 o'clock for those lovely people in New Zealand time. And loading. So that's good. Right, now we go back to LinkedIn, and we've lost the video, haven't we? We have. What a shame. Let's see where we can go back and find that video. It's determined to torment us. Copy the link. Paste that link. That's not working. Right, so we need to add that link. Yes, embed that link. Apply that link. So it never goes smoothly. It doesn't matter how often you do this. And now we've got it at the wrong end. Just miracle cash, isn't it? Let's have a look. Bring it up to the top. This is painful to watch. It's painful to watch. It is to do. Let's see what happens. Do we work too fast? There it is there. Maybe I just leave it at the bottom. I'm getting to the point where I've had enough now. But we should be able to go to the top here and snip it in about here somewhere without it being a problem. Or we could just give up on it and grab the whole text from here and copy it. Copy, delete, delete, and then come to the bottom part and paste it. Did we fix it? Ah, look at that. There is a God. Oh my goodness. But seeing this is LinkedIn, you need to have a wee intro. So I grab the first part of intro and I go next, and then I go here. And if I did know anybody that was in this that I could tag, I would tag them at the same time, but I can't. So there's intro and publish. So that's what's involved after I do a blog. And then I can share it on X if I want to. I would share it on Facebook, but I lost my Facebook account the other day because apparently I'm running a scam and someone reported me. But I haven't actually missed Facebook at all, to be honest. And now it's coming up with X. And you'll probably find that if I go back to this here, I can probably find that they are probably starting to use LinkedIn. So if I come to here, voices, Vibe, can't see them in LinkedIn yet, but they will probably grab Vibe B, the VB. Now it looks like they have. Yeah, they have. So they've got LinkedIn. So I tag them in it and then go post. So now they would be notified that their Twitter has been tagged by Danny DeHeck. So I go to twitter.com/their name, and this is their, oh my God, I just saw a video of Donald Trump playing the harp. So here we go. This is Vibe, and this is their, what looks like their Twitter account, X account, and I've just tagged them in a post. And this is 30 people, followers, and they would have just been notified that I'm doing this video, and they're probably even watching this video. So what I would normally do is I'll come through and find anyone that's using tags to promote them and make sure that I use them in my my stuff as well. So I don't know what, check out behind the scenes footage of the video they made. So this company here, we could go after because they helped them produce the video that they're using to promote their scam. So we could publish information about this company who is basically taking money from the devil to support themselves. And this could be, you know, people associated with the company, which I don't know from a bar of soap, but who knows who these people are. But if they were skiting that they were part of their video that they made, part of their thing, who the hell knows? Anyway, guys, that's the back end of the website. We're looking for products. As I said, there may be, we may figure out what's going on there in the not too distant future. I'm going to jump off here now. I've done my bit of exposing these two lovely ladies. So hopefully you have enjoyed my broadcast. I've just thought I'd do a little bit of a pad out on that on this opportunity so that you can see what work is behind when I'm doing you know, these videos and I create a blog. So out of curiosity, if I was to search for Megan Lynch, which I'm doing on a screen you can't see, I'm wondering yeah, so this is quite good. So have a look at this, kids. This is why we do what we do with the blogs. Just see if I can get that back. No, that's the wrong button. We should be at another button. Yeah, so if we was to search for Megan Lynch, I probably need to take the apostrophe off in all fairness, and we do a search on her, we're going to find lots of Megans Lynches. But if you come down here enough, you will see she's also somebody who plays the violin, not connected. Well, I just did it with the apostrophe S and I came up, but then obviously when I took the apostrophe. So if we just went Megan Lynch scam and search for her, then you'll find that my blog, my personal blog, comes up first of all. Just one more time. And then you'll probably find, there she is, Scamfighter, because it's linked to me, that comes up. So yeah, who knows? But anyway, the whole purpose of these blogs is to intercept the traffic. So you can see here that my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee blog comes up. So when you click on that, people will land on this. And this was just posted on the 5th of January. And this is obviously the first time we started doing a video on her. And then obviously people can click on the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, which will take them straight into my YouTube channel. And if you go to my YouTube channel and you follow the links that I do, it should pop up and you'll be asked to join. And you can see that I'm live at the moment. What I am going to be doing next is I'm going to start doing a few videos on drop shipping and show people how I go about doing drop shipping, which is pretty cool. So, and then you can see the live that I've just done and other lives that I've done in the past. And obviously it's asking me to join my own YouTube channel. So I think I'm pretty done for today, but hey, I hope you enjoy the podcast. I'm Danny the Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'd like to thank you for being in the chat room, everyone that contributed to the conversation. It was quite good there for a while. Do check out the poll, which the results are actually in the description of this video. This was a disgusting one. Using your children to help you promote a scam and do pyramid multi-level marketing. Unreal. Never seen anything like it before. It's the first time I've ever seen anyone put their 6-year-old sister's child on a Zoom meeting with a whole lot of strangers who are watching on as she tries to explain why mummy wants to be rich beyond her wildest dream in the name of God. Something like that anyway. All right, see you in the next video, guys. Have a great day. See ya.